Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. It's all about inflation now. Let's watch the stocks move. Let's check in on all the information that we have. So we've got seconds away now before we get inflation. It's about to come in. We've got the audio coming through. We're listening in and we're watching closely. It's the next 30 seconds. That's why you can hear all the different audio feeds coming through. I'm checking on multiple sources. Let's see how it all pans out. So stand by. We're just seconds away now from the figures. We were at 0.3 on core, 0.3 on inflation year on year, and 0.3 on core. We were 3.3 on year, same as last report. Inflation report 0.2 expected and has been. Let's see what we do. So we've got seconds away. Next 15 seconds. Tap the like button. This is a very, very important inflation report today. The first one after the election. So let's go and see what happens. Click subscribe and ring the bell. Stand by. We're just seconds away now. Here we go. Listen in. Here it comes. Any moment now. We're looking for 0.3 or 0.2. 0.3, 3.3, 0.2. Okay, no change. Inflation year on year is 2.6. That was what it was expected. CPI 315. It's exactly as expected. No decline, no increases. Exactly as expected. You can see my portfolio has shot up on that news. We're looking at Rocket Labs as well today. It's a Rocket Lab special. We're looking at that. Let's see how it affects Coca-Cola, my defensive. Remember, uncertainty is when these stocks boom. Coca-Cola is just trimming down again. Nothing amazing there. That's perfect because I'm waiting for January the 1st to add some more. So there we go. Let's see how CNBC reports
Welcome back to Swatch Box. Rick Santelli here live at CME HQ with October breaking CPI news. Headline: CPI expected up 0.2, delivers up 0.2, exactly as expected. Strip out inflation, up 0.3, exactly as expected. If you look at year over year, 2.6 as expected, but 0.2 hotter than the rear view mirror. 0.2 hotter than the rear view mirror. That is basically a very important issue to pay attention to, considering that this really has been, out of all the inflation metrics, following a linear path down pretty much every month this year. So we see that pop. If we look at year-over-year core, ex-food and energy, 3.3. And once again, it's exactly as we expected, like all this data was. And this one does equal the rear view mirror at 3.3. 3.3 is the highest since it was in May at 3.4. We've had 3.2 2 months in a row prior to this. So you could say it's a bit warmer. Now, if we look at the indexes, and I like to look at the indexes once again continue to move higher to all-time forever highs, whether it's the index headline or the index core. Now, I very rarely look at real average hourly earnings, but they are so lofty. On a year-over-year basis, 1.4, same as last month, but that's the best since June of 23. That's real hourly earnings year over year.
Okay, we'll leave it right there. That's enough. Earnings. So we've got the core inflation 0.3 as expected, core inflation rate year on year 3.3 as expected, inflation rate 0.2 as expected, inflation rate year on year 2.6. We was expecting 2.6, but it was 2.4. What does all this mean? It means, generally speaking, we're moving in the same direction. It means we're not going to get big rate cuts going forward. Very slight. Remember, at 0.25, we are still at historic highs. We still have pressure on the economy with the rates as they are. But if we reduce faster, there's the danger of a Paul Volcker and going back up again. So we're not going to be reducing rates too quickly. We want to be holding them steady. But, of course, we've got a change of government now. So we'll see what Donald Trump says about all of this. But it's as expected. The markets like it, relatively speaking. It's up. You can see defensive stocks like Coca-Cola, they trade on uncertainty. People move heavily into defensives. Pfizer, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo. For me, Coca-Cola is the best performer long term. So I'm buying as it keeps falling. It's up slightly today, but it fell on that news. No surprise, because people buy this when there's uncertainty, and they take profits from it when things are looking rosy in the garden, and everyone is buying the general market, which is what they're doing right now. The S&P is up all the time, so it's good for me, because remember, I'm always buying when people are selling. That's what I always do. I'm looking for the opportunities, not chasing the stocks, not buying what's going up now. I'm an investor, not a lemming chasing the market. I bought this 18 months ago, identifying a bull market. Now I'm starting to move into defensives as we start to trim out of the S&P going into next year. So there we go. A good report today, generally speaking, but some warning signs going forward. We just need to be aware of that. Things aren't all perfect, but we are moving in the right direction. I would continue doing what I'm doing. I'm not buying anything right now because I'm all in on margin. I've got $210,000, nearly $250,000 now invested. Month on, month out, I'm trimming down my my margin. When I get the big dips, I buy, like I bought a couple of weeks ago. I bought another 10 shares of VU, the S&P 500, and I was right to do so. But I've now sold my S&P on my Roth IRA, tax-free, and I bought Coca-Cola, and it keeps going down, which is great. It's down now 5%, and I'm buying more of it on January the 1st when they increase the allocation. I will take $8,000 on margin from my Robinhood account, take it over to my Roth, get a 3% match, and then I will buy Coca-Cola again. Even if it's risen back to where I bought it, which is 5% higher, that's what I'll do, because you want to go into defensives next year, because the S&P will cool down. Simple as that. There's more to go in it, but there's much greater gains now in Coca-Cola in defensives, in my opinion. So that's how I'm playing it. That's the inflation numbers today. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Here's my full review, my full alpha playlist. I've done over 300 stocks now. Is it 200? 300? Over 200, let's say that. Over 200 stocks I've reviewed. Go and check them out. Down here, I'll put the Donald Trump playlist as well, which is the Donald Trump the Donald Trump trades. You might check out what I thought about those, and I will tell you I was right on every single one. 19 trades, 19 wins. Go and check out the full playlist. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, we are looking at Rocket Labs today, but obviously we had to cover the inflation numbers at the moment they opened up. So we're going to go into we're going to go into Rocket Labs this morning. That's the name of this video. We can see we're in greed right now. So extreme greed, I don't think we're going to reach. I think we're going to start trimming shortly. So there you go. That's where we are there. Let me show you the heat map today. And the markets around the world, all red apart from China, only up slightly, as you can see. Not so hot there. As expected, really. The heat map, let's have a look at the heat map. There we go, pretty muted day, as expected. Start the trim off now, so I'm happy where I am. Absolutely happy. I'm not selling the S&P, of course, ever, until I need to retire, of course, and need to filter out some money, but we're looking at Rocket Lab today. That's what today's show's about. Let me go through and see what we have. Do you have any new members in Discord? The breakfast bar. Let's pop in and say hello to the breakfast bar. We've not done this for a while. This is a tradition. It's gone a bit quiet, so let's go up a little bit. Let's go up a bit. Every morning on Discord, we have a little breakfast bar. People come in. If you're not familiar with Discord yet, there is Discord. You can get Discord. You can't see anything unless you're a premium member. It's a paid service on Discord. However, you can get it complimentary if you are a YouTube member, and then I'll upgrade you. So what have we got in there? We got Mike saying damn Tilray. There's Mike there. We've got one of my mugs being shared by Mike. Thank you very much, Mike. Go Green Gang, get to the chopper. Mike there, look, James Bond. We got Mike, and he was a member on day one. He's got his very proud mug there, very nice indeed. And Mike this morning is ready for the show. Rocket Labs analysis. If you go into the breakfast bar, I will share your pictures every morning. This used to be a tradition. I want to get back into it. So if you do want to do that, please do. Take part in that, and I'll get back on that. Members, let me just check. GoDB, member. Let me just refresh that. Let me make sure members are all good. There's no fake accounts coming in overnight. No, we're looking good. Let me just do my double check before we start. Any Lucases? No, not yet. There's always someone trying to be me. I ban them all the time. Martyn Lucas? No, that's good. It's got a lot less now that I've stopped the that I've completely cancelled the direct messages. You can still message, but you have to be friends to message each other. I stopped all of that anyway because of the abuse of the scammers. Anyway, that's all now taken care of. Over there on the extra channel, who have we got there? We had a record audience yesterday on the extra channel. We had 300 people come into the stream. 300. It was great. People came across. They didn't stay very long because it's just me behind the scenes. I get it. But we did have 300 and we gained a couple of members, which was wonderful. Some real investors joined the party, which was really, really, really nice. But there you go. Rocket Lab special today. We're going to do some analysis on it and look at last night's earnings. So welcome to all of you. Okay. Rocket Lab. Let's have a little look. Oh, by the way, I want to thank everyone. We have another milestone to celebrate this morning. So cheers to all of us. Cheers to all of us. What am I saying? 38,000 subscribers. Would like to thank everyone who supported me over the last 3.5 years or so. 38,000 subscribers and 15. Everyone counts, remember, every single one. So let's not forget the 15 at the end there. Brilliant. Thank you very, very much. Right, let's see where we are. And let's get ready for our Rocket Lab special today. I hope today that the super chat works. We've had a few issues with it.
Kevin donated $45 through a super chat. This is a test super chat message.
Let's hope it does. Right, let's start off the day just before we do our review of Rocket Lab and review the earnings last night. We also want to look at this. Some of you may have noticed we've got a bubble about to burst here. Peanut. PNUT up 288%. Be careful. This is the sort of stock that can suddenly pop. I'm going to just put out, where did I do it? So inflation was at the top. Top. And the time now is, you'll see it all of a sudden, it could literally pop on the show. Be very, very careful if you are buying this sort of stuff. 13 minutes. Peanut. Pop. Okay. Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. Crypto gone mad. Peanut. PNUT. Look at this morning. Now be very careful. We know a bull market is in potentially full swing with Bitcoin about to hit 90,000 and in fact possibly 100,000 this week. Great. The bull market is ahead of schedule. Everyone said it was going to happen in 25. It's happened a little bit earlier. But be very, very careful moving to altcoins. And I'm going to put a warning out, which most of you won't want to listen to, but I'm going to put it out because it's the right thing to do. It's a responsible thing to do. You cannot buy this on an IRA or an ISA. You are buying this on a brokerage account, whether it's Coinbase, Robinhood, whoever it is, you're buying this. There's no value to Peanut whatsoever. I looked at the coin earlier this morning. There's no value. There's nothing in its project that dictates anything special. It's just got pumped and it's about to burst. Here's what you have to consider. I'm sure many of you go, this is great, I'm up 288%. What do you know? Oh, 300% now. What do you know? Well, let me just tell you the science, the maths, the fundamental principles of how all this stuff works. You would have had to bought that on your brokerage account, Coinbase, whatever your account that you've bought. You cannot buy this tax-free. You're buying this now, and you've had an amazing win, 300%. Let's just understand that. The S&P 500, the best 500 businesses in the world, typically double every 7 years. What is this then? 21 years of the S&P 500. 21 years. Most of you are now in retirement age. If you bought this in your 30s or your 40s, you're way into your retirement age. So you just got a pension in minutes that could have taken you 21 years. And you choose not to sell it. And then it goes back down again. That bubble bursts. It might even burst live on air because that's what happens when you see these move this quickly. But here's the kicker though. You're right now looking at Peanut thinking you're the greatest investor in the world. You picked the winner. You did, sort of. Because if you don't sell right now and it pops right now or in the next few minutes or tomorrow, you've just lost 21 years of a pension gain compared to the S&P. Won't you look silly? However, let's say you do decide to sell and you've made 300%. So you put 100 in, you've now got 300. You're feeling like the king of the world. However, the account you bought it on will report it to the IRS, the tax man, and at the end of the year, you've made a capital gain. A capital gain of $200. You put in 100, it's turned to 3. You've got a capital gains tax of 20% to pay. They won't tell you straight away. They'll tell you at the end of the year. And then a few months later, the bill will come in. You've got to pay tax. However, this is what's actually going to happen. Scenario 1, you're not going to sell. It's going to pop and go straight back down and you've missed it. You've missed it. You didn't get any money. Or you're going to sell now, which would be my suggestion. It's already starting to fall off. Look at it. It's just gone down 30%. 21 years of the S&P 500 and you choose to sell it right now, which would be sensible. Just remember, you've got tax to pay. But here's what actually will happen. The person that buys this sort of thing, this kind of altcoin, will sell it, take their money, and then they're going to buy something else. They'll buy Bink, Binky Bonk, Pepe, I don't know. We've got one down the bottom called Whiff. They're all joke coins and all the rest of it. Very few of you will take the profit and move it into a trust or move it into the S&P 500, somewhere that can pay you tax-free in the future so you can be rich on your earnings. No, most of you will go, look at me, I'm going to do it again. You will buy another coin and you will lose. Even if you win, the chances are you will lose. Here is the problem. And if those of you that are real investors will have taken the time to watch to the end, the rest of you have switched off because a 30-second video is too much for your intelligence. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not pulling punches. What will happen is then you've bought another coin. It hasn't made a return like 300%, but the tax man still wants his capital gains tax on Peanut. You don't have it anymore. You don't have it because you gambled it again. Now what do you do? This is the untold story of crypto that nobody ever tells you on YouTube. No one ever talks about. You never hear this ever. You don't hear this on Cryptos R Us or BitBoy back in the day. Remember that guy? All right. No one talks about this because everyone cares about now. What about all the people that sell this and in a year from now, they've got to pay tax, and they haven't got the money because they bought something else and it's gone down. So it's up to you what you do. I don't care what you do. I only care what my members do because I love my members and they're my friends and my family every day. But you have two options. If you bought this and you got lucky, there was no way you could have predicted this, take your profit. 21 years of the S&P. Boom. 21 years better than the greatest businesses in the world. Take your profit. If you don't and you sell it, remember, you've still got to pay your tax. If you don't sell it and it goes down, more fool you. But just remember, if you do sell this, keep the 20% tax on the side. Don't spend all of it in buying something else. And finally, I want to leave you with this thought. Everybody who invests and everybody who gambles, it's 50-50, just like it is for everybody else. Don't congratulate yourself too much and don't berate yourself too much. Because at the end of the day, everyone has the same chances of winning or losing. You didn't know it was going to do well, neither did anybody else. We're all in the same boat. We all pay our penny, pay our price, take the prize, whatever the phrase is. Pays your money, takes your choice. You got lucky. Recognize you got lucky. Do something good with it, but plan for the future when you do so. This is my bit of information which won't get seen by many because most people are not interested in this kind of information. They're interested in how to get rich quick, and they forget they end up being broke a year from now. I see it every day. Thousands of comments a day I get from people in the same position saying, what do I do now? How do I get out of debt? Don't be that person. You've just beaten the best 500 companies in the world. Now do the right thing. It's up to you, though. Don't bother me. I'm going to keep making money. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description, how to insult your audience. Go over here for more information and down here for something else I think you'll find useful. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Rocket Labs, please. I've been waiting 20 minutes. You have indeed. You have indeed. Julie Riston, I have to focus on my members. I'm sure you'll appreciate, but we'll focus on it now. I just have to cover breaking news as it happens, things that my members have requested. My members fund this show. I'm sure you understand. So let's do Rocket Lab right now. Good morning, Mike, Ryan. Good morning, Leah. Hello, everyone. Hi, Henrik. Hi, all. I love my position in Rocket Labs. Yes, you should. Hi, Stacy. Hi, all. Good morning to you. Hi, Henrik. Hi, Christopher. Rocket Lab, boom. We're doing it now. Morning, go DB. Good morning. Robin Burrows requested a special event for Symbotic, SYM, and that's November the 18th. I'll be making the promotional video in just a moment. But Julie Ritson is keen and eager to talk about Rocket Lab before the bell, so we'll talk about that now. But Robin Burrows, I will be making your promotional video as you gave me a wonderful super chat, and all the rest of it. I'll be doing that for you in just a few moments' time as one of my members. Bart, hi, good morning to you. Christopher Shaw, I spent an hour reading yesterday, which I'm ashamed to say it's a bit of a milestone for me as I prefer audiobooks. Hope everyone has a good day. Pay yourself first. That's my focus now. Pay yourself first. Reading is good for the soul. I can give you an example where I didn't pay myself first. In fact, I paid myself last, but it was the right thing to do. Ask me about that after I've done Rocket Lab, and I'll explain. If anyone wants to know what I mean by that, where I paid everyone else first before myself, ask me about that after I've done Rocket Labs. Good morning, everyone. Rocket Lab Yahoo. From Sid from the Netherlands. I see inflation and money very differently. So long as we're investing in, it's fair to say it's not necessarily all bad. Martin for US investors. That's correct. Mike, buy LYV. I'll look good. Go DB. Hello, Usman. Good morning to you. Hi, Octavio. Hi, Mike. Afternoon from England. Does anyone know if cap gain tax kicks in if you sell the stock or remove money from the brokerage. Does anyone know if cap gain tax kicks in if you sell the stock or remove from your brokerage? If you are in a brokerage and you are a taxpayer, I can't do tax advice for individual people, but if you are a taxpayer and you pay tax and you have an asset and you sell the asset for a profit, whether you remove the money or take it out or not, you pay tax. The only thing about taking money out is on your IRA or your Roth or your ISA, you get early penalties if you remove the money earlier. But if you sell, you don't pay tax on an IRA. You do pay a tax on a brokerage, crypto or otherwise. Yes, you pay tax if you take profit. If you are a taxpayer, and you are, obviously a taxpayer, you're above the threshold and so on and so forth. If you earn $10 a year, you don't pay tax, right? Can you look at SPC, Usman? I can't focus on that now. I'll come back to that. We are looking at Rocket Lab right now. Good morning, everyone. Peanut going to peanuts now. Who cares if you buy on your brokerage account? I do not mind paying taxes when you sell. Yes, nothing wrong with paying taxes. If you earn $1 million a year, 10 million and you pay 2 million a year, 20%, nothing wrong with that. However, have the money to pay the taxes. Have the money, and people who buy peanut don't have the money to pay the tax at the end. That's the problem. I hear it every day. I get thousands of messages from people who sold their crypto a year later go, I've just got a bill. What do I do now? Nothing. You're bankrupt. It's your fault. You didn't listen to me. I don't apologize. No formal investor will invest in a sizable amount in Binky Bonk. No. Pauper. Hello, Martin. Carrier, good morning. Rocket Lad coming up. Good morning, Martin and members. With new administration, it'll be positive for IPOs and banks. How will the impact... How will this impact Jefferson Boots? It's time for a scheduled conference call with him. I absolutely agree. He's on my call list. Rocket Lab, please. I'm waiting 20 minutes. Truth hurts sometimes. Yes, understand. Thank you, Julie. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I meant to buy more Rocket Lab, but forgot about it. Got 3375, hoping to add more. I just bought some Rocket Lab. You just bought it now? Okay, that's interesting. I wouldn't have done that. I definitely wouldn't have done that, Usman. Definitely would not have bought Rocket Lab today. But anyway, that's up to you. Okay, let's do Rocket Labs. Rocket Lab, I beg your pardon. Okay. Let's have a little look. Right. Here we go. Dissecting the news this morning on the inflation, 131. There's my balance. Rocket Lab. Here we go. I've got a video lined up for you. Rocket Lab. RKLB. And the time is 27 minutes. 27. Okay. Rocket Lab lined up there. There's the news I want to cover. Okay, forward PE. Not yet. Are we still not making money? Let me have a look. Nope, still not making money. Right, okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. I won't ruin the story for people that don't know, but you did the right thing paying yourself last. Respecting you, mate. Yeah. I took care of the people that took care of me. And that's the priority in life. No deviation off that. 100%. Right. Let's do it. Rocket Lab, ticket sit. Bloody hell. Let's start again. Rocket Lab, ticker symbol RKLB, a blow-off earnings last night. The stock up 25%. Should you be buying it now? Well, you know my thoughts already. I'm a value investor. I love space. I love Rocket Lab. I've talked about it before. We've ranked #1 for this. Not for a while, though, because I've not been covering it. But in this video, it's an extensive video, so please watch to the end. I'm going to provide you with the full analysis, the reaction from last night, earnings. Please tap the like button, consider subscribing, give us a subscribe if you are interested, because in this video we're going to take you to the moon. Literally, we're going to take you to the moon right now, and I mean that. So if you look right here, we're literally going to take off, analyze the stock, and if we're lucky, if we're really lucky, as we zoom through space, we're going to land on the moon. We're going to make tons of money, tax-free. And you're going to notice the reflection of me in my mask. Have you ever noticed that? It's a little bit of a secret there. Not many of you ever noticed the little secret code there. But anyway, let's see if anyone picks it up today. We're going to go through the analysis of the stock. We're going to share you the intrinsic value. We're going to show you the balance sheet. We're going to show you the debt position, the growth, whether you should buy this stock or not, inside trading, who's short in the stock. I'm also going to give you information from paid services, which you can't get hold of unless you have all my software, which I'm going to give to you today. Watch for the links. I'm going to give everyone a free trial, everyone discounts, everyone some free plans for all this software as well. We're going to look at the forward PE and see where that goes. We're going to look at all the grades and so on and so forth. So you can make an informed decision of whether this is a company to buy or own or trade. They are very different concepts. Okay, so let's have a look at it, shall we? Let's start off with it. We're going to start nice and basic because we want to start very straightforward and then get more into it. A lot of people are now discovering Rocket Lab. We've been covering this now for a couple of years, but we're going to start basic and then go through it. I don't make apologies for that. You know, we want to start simple because investing is simple, really, and then go into more in-depth as we go. So let's bring it on the screen. What is Rocket Lab? Not everyone is fully aware of it. Often people say Rocket Labs, and it's Rocket Lab. I do it all the time. Rocket Lab is an aerospace company, not just about rockets, which engage in the development of rocket launch and control systems for the space and defense industries. It operates with the launch services and space systems segment. The launch service segment provides launch services to customers on a dedicated mission or ride share basis. The space systems segment consists of spacecraft engineering and design services, spacecraft components, spacecraft manufacturing, and non-orbit mission operations. The company was founded by Peter Beck in 2006 and is headquartered in Long Beach, California. The listed name is Rocket Lab, RKLB. Okay. Now then, we are working on a Meet the CEO with Peter Beck. If you'd like Peter Beck on the show, this is how we do it. I never go to the CEOs. I never invite them at all. You do it. And some of you have already done it, but you need to do it in mass for them to come onto the show. It's how it works every time. We've got a CEO coming up shortly. We've had many in the past. There's more coming up. How you do it is go to investor relations, email them and say, Martyn Lucas would love to have you on the show. I am an investor. Say you, not me. You are an investor and you would like to learn more about the company in this impartial interview. Martyn Lucas does not own the stock. He's not pumping and dumping the stock, not trying to get views or anything like that, just to bring great information to people about great businesses. That's what I do. And we often rank #1 for the stock. So tell them, get involved. And once they reply to you, then you can put them in touch with me and we can arrange for them to be on the show. Anyway, that's very important that you do it that way. All right, so get busy and you could actually do a default email of all the stocks you own and send it to all the investor relation managers for all the stocks, and build up relationships and let me know, and we'll get them on the show. We'll promote your favorite stock. 1,650 employees, founded in 2006, 35% maintenance. Now, we want to mention that. That's very, very important, not to overlook that information there. That tells you that brokerages regard this as relatively low risk. The S&P is 25%. And if we compare that with Virgin Galactic, for example, another space stock, important comparison, if we compare that and we zoom in, if you are buying this on Robinhood, it's got a 50% maintenance requirement. So you can see the difference between Rocket Lab straight off the bat and Virgin Galactic, not to be confused. These are both space companies, but very, very different companies, behave very differently, very different outlooks, very different strategies and growth going forward. The volume, average volume is 13 million. It's quite low. It's not sexy, not really sexy yet. Not a lot of people talking about it. Enough people talking about it, but not enough. This is about to get a lot more popular going forward over the next few years. All right? 13 million average volume. Today's volume, obviously 24 million. A lot of people got excited about last night. We've just heard from one of my members, Usman, I just bought Rocket Lab. He just bought it at a high, 24%. Should he have done so? Well, I don't think so, but we'll come on to that in a minute. Remember, at the end of the day, I am not going to tell you and get behind a stock and get all excited for you because people love that and they'll watch videos. If I do that, do it then. Make some money for yourself. No, I did that at the beginning. I used to champion stocks like it was a fan club. I was owning Virgin Galactic, so I said Virgin Galactic was great. And I believe it could be in the future. However, since then, I've learned to consistently make money. I never lose on trades. I've never lost since January, since I rebalanced my portfolio. And I'm here not to pump and dump a stock or even promote rubbish, but I am here to share my opinions and give my honest opinions. And trust me, I've done very well. 19 trades, 19 wins. I'm now at 131,000. I've got 200,000 invested, all from $5,000. So I'm giving you my thoughts. I'm not championing the stock so you all rush out and buy it and we can pump it up. Other YouTubers will do that. Go and watch them. I don't do that. I'm here to help, not to promote and pump a stock. No matter how good this business is, it's not a business at the moment, but it soon could be. That's the truth. It's a great product. I don't think they've hardly failed, actually. They've had a couple of false starts, but then they've gone up again. They fixed the problem, gone up again. Their record of safety is unparalleled. It's phenomenal, way better than SpaceX. But it's a great managed company, and that's what you want. When you buy a business, you are buying. We'll come on to the PEG ratio in a moment. I'm seeing someone mention that in the comments. You are buying the business, the company, the people that run the business, Peter Beck, the people that work there. Are these people driven to deliver? Because no matter how many times we've reviewed stocks, we've learned time and time and time again from the companies that the people let us down. They take the money, they promote the stock, they lie. SMCI, false banking, Fisker, Tilray, all kinds of businesses will poop all over the shareholder and ride off into the sunset. Virgin Galactic, for example. We don't want that for our investors. So the company is price earnings ratio is negative right now. Okay, seems really, really extremely cheap. Well, it's because it's losing money. It's not making any money right now. Will it soon? Well, we'll come on to that in a minute. 7.2 billion market cap. High today, 1874. High, 52-week high. We're at a 52-week high. Is it wrong to buy an all-time high, a 52-week high? No, it's not actually. No, it's not in principle. But that doesn't mean it's right to do so. We'll come on to that in a moment. Anyway, let's look at who's buying. Now, this is normally, I'm not really focused at all on the Robinhood buyers. And let me tell you why I say that. I'm a Robinhood investor. We're all Robinhood investors. I get it. And by the way, if you want a Robinhood free stock, we're giving away 5 stocks today in the US and in the UK. So there's my Robinhood USA. Sign up, get free stocks up to 5. If you click on I've also got a UK account. If you click on the UK account, it's in the chat there. I'm making this during a live video. You can get 5 free stocks in the UK as well. So take advantage of that. Robinhood investors are buying on trends. I am not interested in that. That doesn't move the stock. What moves the stock, and this is why I have friends on X and Instagram, and I interview CEOs. I often get criticized by gamblers, people that bought FFIE. Remember that guy, Omar, with his millions of followers, who was praying to God to protect them from all their gambling? Absolutely bonkers, not good investment advice at all. But he makes money to crap on people. It's not what I do. I'm interested in talking to the hedge funders, talking to the managers. I was criticized for that because they say, oh, Martyn's only friends with the hedge fund managers. You're damn right I am, because they're the ones who move the stocks. They're the ones who manipulate the stock. And I want to know what they're doing, not what a bunch of Robinhood investors are doing, because we can't move the market, can we? Let's be honest. Let's know. We're nothing. We're nobodies, all right? That's just reality. Robinhood investors have been buying it recently, getting excited about the earnings. Great. They got enthusiastic. Great. Nothing wrong with that. And they were right to do so. But that's not why the stock is up so much. So that's interesting. Hedge funders have been trimming. They've been buying, but in smaller levels on Q2. It's been reducing. They're overbuying. They realize we've got to stop buying this. We're buying too much. Reducing. What about insiders? Insiders were selling. Insiders were taking profits. So where do you want to get your advice from? The people that work there, the stock market itself, or people sat on the toilet playing on Robinhood? I know who I want to speak to. I want to speak to the insiders. I want to have Peter Beck on the show. I want to talk to the hedge fund managers, which is what I do, which is why I've got $131,000 and I'm making money and I never lose on my trades. I'm just being frank with you. Okay, let's scroll down and let's look at the earnings. Does it justify this 20% rally? I'm going to give you a spoiler alert before I come to the numbers. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Insiders recognize it. Hedge funders recognize it. Wall Street recognize it. Robinhood investors don't care. They'll buy it anyway. Okay. It's a great, great product, great potential business, but got overbought last night. If we look at the earnings, it's actually not that good. It beat on earnings because the expectation was so low from the previous earnings. We know why. There was a delay and there was a few issues. It got fixed, but nevertheless, it was a blow-off earnings, which was great. However, they were expected to lose 11 cents a share. They now are losing 10. They're still losing money. And in a moment, we'll look at the debt position. What's their debt position, knowing that rates are coming down? Let's talk about that. So was it a great earnings? Not really. It was the worst earnings since Q3 of 23. So why is everyone buying it? Well, they're not. You are. Hedge funders aren't. Insiders aren't. Peter Beck selling it. What's going on? Do you listen to them, or do we gang up together and go, let's stuff it to the man? Well, the man always wins, so I'm not interested in doing that. So it was okay, and it blew off a very low expectation. So should we be buying it this morning? Let's carry on and look at the real numbers now. Okay, we've got a few things to look at. We can start off by, first of all, if you want to access this, by the way, this is Seeking Alpha Pro. I have it. I pay a lot of money to bring it to you. If you want Seeking Alpha, there is Seeking Alpha. Free trial for you to use it, discounts for you to use it. You want to go and use it. You want to go and take advantage of a free trial, because without a referral, not just my referral, anybody's referral, you can't get a free trial. You can't get a discount. You want to try it, right? It's obvious. Let's look at it. Well, Seeking Alpha analysts are saying it's a buy. Should we listen to Seeking Alpha analysts? No. Who are Seeking Alpha analysts? People like me. I'm a Seeking Alpha analyst. I'm not saying rush out and buy it right now. I haven't analyzed the stock. I'm doing it with you now. Should you be buying it at the top? I don't know. We'll come to it in a minute. Seeking Alpha analysts are mainly broadcasters on YouTube that write for Seeking Alpha that get paid to do it. It also promotes their YouTube channels. Do I care what they say? 9 times out of 10, no. What's the qualification? None, other than I want to promote my story and get paid. Let's take that out of the equation. Okay, they're confident. A lot of people buying it. Okay, but would I buy it? Would Warren Buffett buy it? Let's have a look. Wall Street are quite keen on this, and we'll come on to that in a moment. However, the numbers, the quant, the AI software is a hold, not a buy. That's more based on the numbers than the emotion. Worth looking at. Now then, factor grades. The valuation was B minus, now at B. Bearing in mind this was last night. We'll get the valuation figures when it pumps up today. That will change. However, B. Growth, A minus, is improved from F previously. Great. D minus, profitability, still no change. Now, as an investor, you want to buy something that's making you money, right? I assume. At the end of the day, it's still not making money despite everything that's going on. What does that mean? Chances are they'll dilute and take your money out of your stock. Will they? I don't know. We'll discover that in a minute. You've already seen insiders selling. So just bear that in mind. Very, very important. Momentum, A+. Momentum is gaining momentum, A+. Good. Revisions, C, slightly down. Okay. Let's go over to, I've got some news for you, but I also want to show you the forward peg. Now, you can't we can't talk about that because if we scroll down here, peg, we're not making any money right now. The valuation cannot be calculated, right? So we're not interested in that. We're not making any money at the moment. Profitability is D minus. Gross profit margin 25%. EBIT margin negative 52%. Net income margin negative 54%. Return on equity negative 33%. And return on assets negative 14%. So if you like this information and you want to get all this and you want to dive deeper, there is my Seeking Alpha. You might as well get a free trial. If you watch the end of the video, I will give you all the links that I'm giving everybody in the chat. Let's look at the news right now, and then let's go dive deeper in the analysis, which I'm going to say for those of you that are bothered to watch to the end, because real investors would have watched the whole of this analysis. This is the report just out. Okay. This was out just a few hours ago. Rocket Lab soars to new high after earnings topper. Strong guidance. That's what we're interested in. That's what investors buy. It's the future of the stock. Should we buy it now or do we wait for a pullback? I'll make my final calculation in a few moments. Rocket Lab rallied in post-market trading. I'll make that a bit bigger for you. On Tuesday, after showing off even more growth potential with its Q3 earnings report. The company reported revenue increase 55% year over year to $104.8 million. During the quarter, Rocket Lab signed several new Electron launch contracts with a total value of $55 million, demonstrating an increased average selling price of $8.4 million and showcasing a 67% pricing increase since the rocket's debut launch. Good. Total operating expenses were $51.9 million versus $38 million a year ago. Total operating expenses were $51 million over $38, spending more money. EPS was reported at 0.10 versus 0.11 negative consensus and 0.8 a year ago. So in other words, we are losing more money. 0.8 a year ago, we're now losing 0.10, but the consensus was 0.11. Again, the expectation was very, very low. So, is it really that good? Well, let's look at it as investors, not as fan clubs and excited and let's buy it sat on the toilet looking at our Robinhood apps. Looking ahead, Rocket Lab sees Q4 revenue of between 125 million and 135 million. GAAP gross margin of between 26 and 28%. And non-GAAP gross margins between 32 and 34%. We expect to close out the year strongly with more Electron launches scheduled in November and December, alongside continued progress across neutron and space systems, highlighted CEO Peter Beck. Okay, there's the general news. Now let's move on to some more advanced looking at analysis now. Please tap the like button if you like this so far, and consider subscribing to the channel if this is what interests you. But now we're going to go over to my other analysis platform, which is Alpha Spread. And I'm very lucky and proud to say I know the CEO personally. So there is my link to Alpha Spread. All my members get a discount so good that it makes my membership for free. The link's in the chat. Everybody else will get the link later on in the video when it comes out. Or if you're watching it now, later on in the future, makes sense, it'll be below in the description and pinned to the top. The intrinsic valuation, $7.20. Base case. Overvalued by 60%. Now, as a value investor that doesn't lose on trades. I never lose on trades. Since January, I've never lost on trade. 19 trades, 19 wins. I am looking for valuation. I am looking not to sell videos. I am looking to provide the best service that I can go to bed at night and go, I did good by my members and my viewers. Did it get me many views? Did it earn me money? I don't care. I don't need to blow off the video. What I do want is to provide a service. The intrinsic valuation is $7.20, $18 right now. Too expensive. Now, I'm able and I'm okay with paying 25% overvalue on a growth stock, which this is, okay? But am I prepared to pay 60%? No, I have a rule and I won't change it. Don't change it for anyone. I'm not going to do that. 100% not going to do that, because that's when you make mistakes, when you chase a stock. But the intrinsic valuation is too simplistic. If you look at that, make a valuation, you won't buy it or you won't sell it or whatever. It's not enough. We need to go deeper. Let's go deeper. Let's look at, we've just covered the earnings. We don't need to do that. Let's look at the revenue. Now, the revenue is up 16%. Okay, and we are moving up and up and up and up and up. But this is good. These are the expected estimates. Is there an S-curve there? Not really. There's growth, but there's not an S-curve. There's not an expected explosion. So can it justify a 25% overnight pump? I don't think so. Will there be some trim-offs? I expect so. Insiders are selling it. Peter Beck is selling it. Institutions are buying less of it. Robinhood are buying more of it, as in sat on the toilet investors like us. So where's the money going? Well, the money's saying we're taking profit because there's no S-curve. There's growth, good business, potentially, but not yet. Operating income up 0.3%, pretty flat, expected to increase. Net income up 2%. Not amazing, really. Going sideways, expecting it to increase. Financing cash flow down 1%. Investing cash flow up 16%. Operating cash flow down 9%. All right, let's look down to my another favorite metric. This one over here. What's the standard of the business? 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion in assets, of which 496 is cash. That ratio is good. Too much cash, we don't want too much cash sitting around doing nothing. You're just buying a bank. You can do that yourself. So we're not interested if it's too much cash, but we do want them to have some cash. We want them to be cash rich, but not cash, greedy. 496, we've got a bit of cash, but that doesn't mean nothing until we look at the debt position. The debt position, long-term debt, short-term debt. Well, we've got long-term debt of 409 million. So we've got 55% of our liabilities are debt, not projects moving forward, doing great things, but just sitting there, costing us money. Now, we've learned today from the inflation figures. It's why I covered it at the beginning of the show. You might want to watch it if you watch it, rewind this, or watch it later on if you missed it. I'll put a link to the inflation. Inflation, overall good, but a slight wobble, perhaps moving up in some areas, means we're not going to get rates cut as aggressively as we'd hoped. Not as I'd hoped. I didn't say we're going to get a half on the last one. I said a 0.25. I think we'll get a 0.25 in December, and then I think the Fed will wait. However, things could change because of Trump coming in. Things could change. However, Trump can't fire Jerome Powell, and Jerome Powell isn't going to resign. So that's all a bit of noise. That's not going to happen. But we don't know other things that are going to happen. But what we do know is rates aren't going to come down off a cliff. So that debt position they've got is going to remain expensive. And it's 55% of their liabilities. 409 long-term debt. They've got 496. So they can't pay off all their debts. It would leave them, yes, they can. It would leave them $96, what would it leave them? $88 million it would leave them if they paid all their debts off. So their balance sheet is okay, but not amazing. Okay, scroll down. Now, this is the issue with Rocket Lab. I'm not buying a sexy rocket. I'm not buying a sexy product. I'm buying a business. I don't buy anything that I can't own forever. That doesn't mean to say I won't trade it. In October, 19 trades, 19 wins. I never lose on a trade. I'm currently in Coca-Cola. I went all in. I bought $28,000 of Coca-Cola. I'm about to buy another $8,000 of Coca-Cola on January the 1st. I can own it forever. No issue, but I'm trading it because it's on my IRA, tax-free. S&P, I never sell. So I don't buy a product, I buy a business. It makes 25% gross margin. That is not enough in this sector. If you compare it to the competition, they've got a very good track record, safety record, but is the gross margin that good? Well, no, it's not. The operating margin is negative 53. They're still investing. I understand. They're still putting money in. I understand. But is it a good business? 53% negative. Net margin, 54% down. FCF margin, 46% down. ROCE, 22% down. ROIC, 27% down. Now, if some of these figures don't make any sense to you, you can open up the full explanation of these if you use my software, which you can all get for free, or the pro version with a discount so good it makes my membership for free. There is the link in the chat. I'll give it to everybody watching the video later. Or not later if you're watching the video now. Makes sense. Scroll down. Now, here's the issue. Profitability is 30%. I buy businesses that make money. This company is making 30% profit. Not good. Is it going to improve? Yes, it is. We've got 3 minutes to go, and we're just the stock is just going up. It's going up. I'm going to make a prediction now, and this is only a prediction. I don't know what the stock's going to do. I've got no idea. I think there'll be a bit of excitement as Robinhood investors wake up this morning. There'll be a bit of buying. It'll look sexy and attractive, and then it'll take the profits will be sold off. That's what I would do. Would I be buying it now? I wouldn't. But if I was trading it like you, I can jump in this, and I would have a stop trail order running. Remember, that only worked when the market opens in 3 minutes. A stop trail order, and I would put in something like 1% drop to allow it to drop 1%. So I'm already making money, guaranteed. And as it moves, I will increase the 1% drop to 2%, 3%, 4%, because I want to remain in the stock as long as possible, but guaranteeing I'm not going to lose. But remember, a stop trail order is not a guarantee. If the stock moves really quickly, they can't close the orders. It's why some brokerages, not Robinhood, offer an insurance on that in addition. You don't need that unless you're buying millions of dollars, billions of dollars. You don't need that. But just worth mentioning, right? If I was buying this now, okay, I get in, I set a trail order which only operates in the next 2 minutes when the bell opens, won't operate before, and increase it quickly. As it goes up, cancel it, make it 3%, cancel it, make it a 4%, give myself some movement. But don't be surprised if it runs for a little while and then tanks. Okay, let's carry on with the analysis just before the bell goes so you can get all this information before the bell goes. Solvency, 40%. So the company isn't going bust. Look, everything's great, but it's a rubbish solvency. It just means it's not going to go bust short term or mid term. You can buy this knowing it's not going to go bust in the near term, okay? But it's not a great business. It's a great product. Downside, 72%, worst case scenario. Downside, 56%, worst case scenario. Downside, 36%, So when we saw Wall Street earlier giving that analysis on Seeking Alpha, saying it's all great, that's not what they really mean. That's why I look at quant, not what people are saying. I'm looking at what people are actually doing. There's a difference. Insiders selling, more. Peter Beck selling. I can bring up the individual trades if you want to, but we haven't got time because the bell's about to go, and so on and so forth. So I thought I would just bring you that as we come into the bell. So let's go back to the live trading position. It is up. Let's turn it green. Let's be fair and give it a chance. Tap the like button. We are coming to the end of this analysis. We are live going into the trade. The bell goes in 45 seconds. So everyone stay with me. We're about to ring the bell. Let's watch what happens. Inflation was a bit of a concern today. That's why we popped up before and then we sold off straight into it. The inflation was a worry. That's a worry for Rocket Lab. Let's see what it does. And if money moves back into Coca-Cola, that'll tell you where the markets are going. Coca-Cola is taking a dip at the moment, which is perfect at the moment because I want to buy on January the 1st. The bell has gone. Okay, there is the run. It's running. At the moment, it's right on where it opened. So if you'd set your 1% stop trail loss, you may have lost your money. And here it goes. And here it goes. It's starting to take profit. You'll be out now, but you would have not lost any money. How quick will it move? Let's see what happens. Keep paying attention. Pay attention. Let's watch this for the next couple of moments. It's quite exciting, so we will look at it for you. I hope all my members are making money. Never lose. Always make profits. That's what this show's about. Tap the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's watch. 31, 32. Your stop trade order would have gone out at 1%. Remember what I said. Adjust it as it starts to move. As it starts to move, you can trim on it. Adjust it. Let's read the comments coming in live as it's trading. Rocket Lab is rubbish. Fight Channel. Rocket Lab is rubbish according to Fight Channel. Good morning all. Hey, I make my best trade on the throne. Yeah, Warren Buffett's always sat on the toilet making financial decisions. Thank you, Martyn. Great analysis. Was going to buy for long term, but gonna hold for now. I'm glad because I've saved you some money. Straight off the bat, I've saved you some money because it's just trimming off at the moment. But I don't know what it's going to do. I've got no idea. I'm basing my analysis purely on fundamentals, facts, not hype, not emotion, none of that stuff. Now, folks, if you want Rocket Lab to trend, if you want Rocket Lab to get seen by everyone on YouTube, there are 105 of you watching right now, and we've got 15 likes. If everyone taps the like button, this video will be suggested on YouTube. I will end it in a few moments' time. I'm making this during a live video. I'll end it in a second. 105 watching, 105 watching, 104, 103, 41 likes. Only 50% of you are signed to Google. If we can get the likes up, we're now at 41 likes. Come on, let's get it moving. Let's get it moving. Tap the like button. That'd be great. Back to the stock. It's holding on that point. It's not really sure which way to go. Financially, it makes no sense to buy at this valuation. It's too expensive. Would you pay $100 for a can of Coke? I probably wouldn't. Some of you will, and some of you do all the time. My overall portfolio, am I up to date? Of course I'm up. There we go. I'm making money again. My portfolio is now at $131,440. That started with $5,000, so I'm making money. Are you? It's holding at 32. I'd be very, very happy with my profit. I don't care if it goes up now if I was in it. Now, adjust your stop trail order. Adjust it. If you were in with a 1%, you can cancel and now set a 2%. So that way you stay in the flow. Change it. If it moved to 36%, you can set it to 3%. That way you'll remain in and keep your money, allowing you to be in the volatile action this morning without coming out too soon. Let me check the volume. For Rocket Lab, we are going to stay on this stock. This is, I am making this video live. Let me have a look. Let me refresh the volume. Keep my eye on it. The volume at the moment is 15 million. It's the average. 35%, 34%. Not doing a lot. Bouncing around. 36. Now you can set your stop trail order. It's holding quite nicely. So if you're in at 33% up, if you bought this morning, you can set that to a 3% now. At least you're guaranteed you get your money back if it does drop. But it could keep running as it is running. 37%. Let's watch it. Let's stay with this just for a few moments. We're not going to stay with it too long. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll end the video here, but I will stay live with it. So there we go. As we end this video out, join us live. We're live 12 hours a day here investing. And we hope you'll join us. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here, I'll put the full playlist for Rocket Lab. You can check out all my analysis over the period of time. And down here, you can look at my Alpha Spread playlist, which is I've reviewed over 200 stocks. And I've also got a playlist called Donald Trump Trades, 19 trades, 19 wins. You might want to go and look at that as well. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, we'll stay on that for a moment because it is really important. I tell you what I will do as well. I have a community for stock sentiment for investors, which is more powerful and more effective and more useful than stock twits, more useful than Reddit, more useful than Twitter, any of those things, Facebook, because it's not manipulated. It's real investors. There's no bots. There's no scammers. There's no trolls, nothing like that. It's a really useful platform. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a poll in our community as we keep our eye on this. So if you go over here, bearing in mind, folks, if you are trading this, do it on your IRA, not your brokerage, because you don't want to pay tax on it. What's the point when you can do it on your IRA for free? All right, because if you end up making a couple of bucks and then pay 20% tax on it, short-term capital gains, what was the point? All right, so just bear that in mind. Over here on the homepage of our channel, where you're watching right now, as you can see, if you scroll across, we have a community. It's a really great place for investors to give their thoughts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, and you can all go in. You can give me your thoughts on this, and then we can see what investors think about the stock, and it can give you more information whether it's right to buy the stock or own the stock. So we'll give it the symbol RKLB. RKLB stock. This will trend on Google. Rocket Lab takes off today. The question of the day is, will the stock be green at the end of the week. And that is the 15th, November 15th. So, whoops, a daisy. 5th November. What am I doing? There we go. November the 15th. I'm watching it. It's holding. It's 41% now. It's moving. Still wouldn't be buying it, though. Certainly wouldn't be buying it now. November the 15th. And don't feel bad you've missed out. Don't feel bad about missing out on the stock. Some of you bought it. Some of you doing the opposite. That's fine. Always remember the money you do have, because the money you do have is growing somewhere else right now if the markets are moving up, right? Don't chase a stock. Never chase a stock. That's how people always lose money. RKLB, Rocket Lab stock. Rocket Lab takes off today. The question of the day is, will the stock be green at the end of the week? That's what's important, not whether it's green now. So, RKLB, Rocket Lab, and Martyn Lucas Investor. We're going to give you a poll. Okay, so there's the question, and we're going to give you a poll. So here we go. Let's drop in my mate here. Where is he? Documents. Ecam Live. Emoji. Let me drop in my mate here. Are we going to be green? Green. What do you think? Are we going to be red at the end of the week from where we are now? Or add an option. Undecided. Undecided. Let's have a look. Documents. RKLB. Rocket Lab. Where is it? Where are you? That'll do. Rocket Lab. Let's use that one. There you go. Okay. And let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with me or not? That'll do. It's the best I can do. Okay, so Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab takes off today. The question of the day is, it's now 39%. Started to trim. It went to 45. Now it's trimmed back. So we're starting to take profits now. Rocket Lab takes off today. The question on the day is, will the stock be green at the end of the week? November the 15th. Okay, let's post that. There you go. There is our latest poll. When you vote on this, I want you to give me your thoughts. So write a comment here, and I will reply to all of my members. Up like it, down like it, do what you like. There it is. I'll give you the link. It's obviously the homepage of the channel, but have news on Robinhood. Do you want a live phone in? We've got a live phone in request. Yes, I will open up the phone for you now. So there you go. Go and vote on that. There is the link. Let's see how it moves. Right. Let me refresh the screen. Have we got any votes yet? Let's see what you all think. One vote. Red. One of you has voted red already. Look at that. One vote has come in saying red at the end of the week. Bloody hell, that was quick. I'm going to give it a like. Thank you for taking part in that. Let's refresh it again. What do you think? It's your vote, your stocks. 2 likes now. Red, 100%. Okay, be careful then, guys. That's what the investors think. So, yes, open the phone line. We're going to have a live phone in now. We've got some news on Robinhood. So here is the live phone in. If you are a member, you can call in, ask questions, ask me anything you like. It's absolutely fine. There is, ask me about my portfolio. You've got comments to make. There is the live phone in. There is the link. Here is the password. Uppercase L, uppercase A. Lucas Aids, same as always. I was going to change it, but we decided not to in the end. Anyway, let's come back to there. So the phone line is now open. If you want to call in, you can call in right now. The phone line is open, on standby. And we've got Fight Channel on the line. 38% now. It's trimmed back from where it was. It still looks like it's going up, but actually it was at 42, so it's pulled back like 4% from where it was. So be very careful. Let's bring in our guest live on the show. We have Fight Channel. Oh, hang on a minute. I didn't put you in the green room. Let me do that again. Let me assign you to the green room. And he's all ready to go. Here's our dividend investor. I'll be talking to him about my Coca-Cola in a moment. But anyway, let's do that. And let's welcome into the show Fight Channel. Good morning, sir. How are you today?
Good. Just got an email from Robinhood. New crypto asset available. They added 4 new cryptos. Which one are they?
Share with us the information. I did see that pop up on my app as well, but tell me.
Solana,
that was requested.
Yeah, that was on it and was taken off a year ago. Cardano was taken off and put back on.
Okay.
Pepe, the frog.
Pepe. Back on. The frog, bloody hell. Oh, well.
And what's the most famous one everybody wants to buy?
Shiba Inu.
That's already on there.
XRP.
That's right. Bingo. XRP.
You can buy XRP now on Robinhood.
Yes.
That's interesting. I probably can't buy it, though, because I'm in Texas. Let me show you on the screen. You might see this. Look, it stops me from buying it. Let's see if that's changed. If I go to crypto and I type in, look at that, by the way. Bloody hell, going up today.
Yep, it's on there.
Yeah, but can I buy it? In Texas, you probably can't. There were restrictions. There's all sorts of restrictions. Right. XRP, I can buy it. Yes, I can buy it. I can buy XRP on Robinhood. Yeah, look. Yeah, I can buy XRP on Robinhood.
I've been buying XRM because you couldn't buy XRP. And I'm up on XRM.
That's a big change. There are restrictions in Texas. Do you know the other restriction in Texas? You're going to find this funny. This is going to get everyone going, I can't
have no cows.
You can't have what?
You can't have no longhorn cows around?
There's one other thing you'll be really surprised by. It's like we live in China. It's like we live in Russia. Like a dictator takes care of Texas. It's a little bit of a trivia for you. Does anyone know what Texas does not allow you to have, and the rest of the world you can get it? There's a couple of other states as well, but when you say America is free and it's the land of the free and you can do what you want as long as it's legal and respect, whatever, it's not quite true. Can anyone guess what it is? Can anyone guess? I'll give you a minute and see if anyone guesses. Put in the chat what you think you can't get access to in Texas. There's a couple other states that the rest of America, the rest of Europe, the rest of the world is fine with. But in Texas, they've said, Governor Abbott have said, you can't have it. It's bad and we don't like it. So you're not quite as free as you think you are. Anyone guess? Anyway, thank you for that news, Fight. Are you looking to buy any of those assets, or that doesn't interest you?
Well, I was in Solana and Cardano before they had to get it off of there. Oh yeah, I'm interested in buying some.
Yeah, interesting. I must admit, I do like keeping it all in one place. I like keeping it all together.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be buying any crypto today because
Dogecoin. I'm already up $2,200 on Dogecoin.
$2,200.
So, up $1,000.
And like you said, you don't mind selling. You don't mind selling at all, do you? For a profit, paying tax. You don't care about that. It's fine.
No, because by the time I sell it, it'll be short-term capital gains because I have it over a year.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to sell it till it get close to its all-time high.
Okay. I agree with you. I think it's pumping a little bit too rich now to sell it now, isn't it? I think it's got some. I think it's got some ways to go. I'm just updating everybody now. Rocket Lab is now 43%. If you are out of the trade, if you took profit, you've made a lot of money. So I hope many of you have taken profit. If you were thinking of entering the stock and you didn't decide not to, don't feel bad about it. We lose opportunities every day, but you are safe. You're not going to lose money. It can't run forever. There will be a pullback. There always is on this stock. I know, I can sense. There was a young lady who said earlier, I forget her name, she wanted me to cover the stock, and she said, okay, I'm going to, after your analysis, I'm going to wait. And she's probably going, oh, I could have made 10% now. Why do I listen to him? Well, you know, this isn't financial advice, but the point is, the information I gave you was the facts, and the stock will probably pull back more than likely. So what do you think, Fight?
I wouldn't chase it anyways. I would have bought it back when it was like $7 to $6. I mean, that's the opportune time to buy. Why you buy?
That's what investors do.
Buy
Investors,
low, sell high?
exactly. Investors, because I first bought the stock at $7, and I think I sold it at 14 or 18. You know, before I was just buying the S&P, when real investors looked at the company when it was heavily undervalued and bought it because they know it was proven to work. It was very safe. It wasn't having crashes and blowing up, and it was all good. And we could see the potential. That was the time to buy it. Is it the time to buy it now? Not in my opinion, but we shall see. We shall see. I'm glad you agree with me, but either way. Well, thanks for calling in.
I just bought 69 Ripple.
Oh, did you? You bought some XRP?
Yep.
All right. And I've got something just to give everybody a little bit of a warning. What did I say this morning about inflation? It was a slight worry, a slight concern. And if Coca-Cola suddenly has a pickup, it means people are concerned and they're moving back into dividend stocks. Didn't I say that this morning? And if
I saw news on that on Yahoo that some of the Fed people are talking about they might keep rates flat, not lower it again on December.
Exactly, because inflation looked a bit scary. And look, this is the reality. There is that quick buy-in this morning. Big money on the dip this morning is starting to buy back Coca-Cola. Now, when this happens, this tells you, this is why I've got it on my Roth IRA, because I've done so well, over like 40% gains on the S&P. That's why I've put $28,000 in Coca-Cola. Don't get greedy. Don't try and chase everything. You know, the economy is good. Rates are coming down. Stock market is doing well. Businesses are beating earnings, but it isn't perfect and everything isn't amazing. And some things will trim off and people will take profits. You know, don't think that that's it. You know, we're all done. You know, rates can and have in the past gone back up again. We all know what happened with Paul Volcker when he reduced rates to look popular, and boom, they went straight back up again because inflation got out of control. And it's worse the second time because the reaction is a lot more aggressive the second time because people go, oh my God, the Fed aren't in control at all. I don't like this. I'm taking all the profit I've made, and boof, we start to have a big move. That's fine. That's why I want defensive in my portfolio as well as the
I took profit this morning on one of my ETFs because it's decoration date today. I already know how much I'm getting on dividend on that one, $2.02. And I'm already got profit. Why not take that profit then when ex-dividend date's tomorrow, when it drops $2, I could buy cheaper. It's $19. It'll drop down to $17. Put that $1,300 back in. I get more shares.
Very nice. It's all about accumulating more and more shares. That's right. For me, it's not about profit. For me, it's about protecting the money I've got and never losing. So I'm always going up just by default on inflation. Never lose, never sell for a loss, unless there's a tax reason, but there's no reason right now. And accumulating more and more shares. Because ultimately, when I traded the S&P and Enphase and McDonald's over my vacation, it wasn't to make money, even though obviously it was. It was to acquire more of the S&P. And I think I gained something like 3.8 shares of the S&P or something like that by doing it. That's what I did, and then I got that. And my Coca-Cola is exactly the same. I'm going to get $200, $204, I think, by the end of this month. No, by the middle of December when they pay out. You'll know all about the dividends. I'll still be down, but I'm hoping on January the 1st I can add another $8,000, buy the dip, or even the same, make another quarter of dividends. That'll be about 250, 300, get into sort of that region, sort of, 240, whatever, that sort of region. And then get a 5 to 10% gain, tax-free, sell that, and then buy back the S&P, because the S&P will be going sideways for a while then. And I'll have, hopefully, of being able to make enough profit to have gained another half or another 1 share of the S&P. That's essentially what I'm trying to do all the time, acquire more and more stock.
That I want to do to put my raw at the beginning of the year is take it out of my brokerage account and transfer it over. I mean, that's the smart thing to do.
Say that again.
I'm going to do the same thing you're doing, is take my money out of my brokerage and put it in my Roth IRA.
Yeah.
Get it going at the beginning of the year, because I get dividends paying out at the beginning of the year. That means I have 12 months worth of more dividends coming towards me.
Absolutely. I think time is your friend, and time in the market, not timing, but time in the market is everything. The moment they fire the gun and they go, the new IRA is open for investment. I actually do it every year at midnight. At midnight. Yeah. You do the same, do you?
This is the first time I'm doing it this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I got enough money in my brokerage account. I got margin. I don't mind using $8,500 worth of margin. It's going to be $8,500.
Well, here's the.
But I could pay it off with my dividends.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. What I'm going to do on the 1st of January, midnight, literally I'm up at midnight, celebrate New Year's Eve with buying the Roth, right? Yeah, very excited. Happy New Year, Leah. Give me a kiss. Now let me spend $8,000. So midnight, what I will do is I will take money from my brokerage account straight into the IRA, immediately get a 3% match, which offsets anything from the brokerage, right? The cost of margin, all that. Thank you, Leah. My coffee's just arrived. A 3% match. So we're at 5. That makes it 2% cost, right? I will then either, if the S&P has crashed or something like that, and I'd buy that. But other than that, probably it'll be Coca-Cola. Get the dividends. That's how I'll do it, because that way I'm in for the year. If I do it, in 6 months' time, I've lost half the year. I want to be in. I always believe, that we all want to invest 10 years ago. The best time to invest was 10 years ago. The second best time is now. Not in 6 months, not in 12 months, with assets you can own and great companies that are going to do well, despite recessions, wars, inflations, and everything else. So for me, that's my strategy. So I'm glad you'll be doing that. So I'll text you at midnight. I'll put it on my account. I know you do actually. You always comment on X, and you like and comment and share. You always do.
Well, I'll be working at midnight New Year's.
Yeah. So you'll be up and you'll see me do that.
I'll be around driving them drunks back home.
Yes, you will be. You will be. Be safe with that, and I wish you the best with that. Yeah, absolutely.
Last year, my first year doing it, it wasn't bad. It was just I get one person pick up, go to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and I just by the time I got done in 5 hours, I made $184.
Very nice indeed, and I'm sure that you invest it all.
Oh yeah, this year the 180. If I make that amount this year, all that would go into my brokerage account.
I've no doubt about it. I knew you'd say that.
We're not getting 1% no more after next week.
No. And remember, and this is the kicker, but you got to let it go. Nothing you can do about it. If you take money out of your brokerage, your $8,000, like I'm going to do, you lose the 1%. Did you know that?
They're stopping it anyways.
Yes, I know, but they're not giving you any more 1%. Right. However, it gets paid over 2 years. So whenever you take money out, even if it's to stick it in your IRA, because I've done it and I've seen it, and it goes, you won't get 1% on that amount you put in. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to do it anyway, because waiting 2 years to gain 1%, it's nice. And people said to me, I don't know why you bother. It's worth it, but it's not worth not doing what I want to do, because I'm going to get 1% in 2 years. I'm going to grow more on the, but yeah, you will do that, folks. If you take money out or you use margin, either way, you're taking money out of the brokerage. You will lose the 1% on that $8,000. So, you know, that amount it has gone back down, but then sod it. You know, it doesn't really matter anyway. It's not important, but
1% ain't nothing when I can make 10 to 13 in a year.
Exactly. Exactly. It was great, and I've earned it all year, and I've made a year of it, whatever. Stacey says, hi, Leah. Thank you, Stacey. But at the end of the day, it's not worth changing my strategy to protect 1%. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, yeah. While I'm on here, good luck to Stacey on her test she's taking on Friday. I hope she study not to overstudy the life and health insurance test, because I took that 30 years ago.
Yes. Good luck to Stacey. We wish her the best. Thank you for mentioning that. I'm really, really chuffed you did.
And if you don't pass the first time, you learn what you miss, and you go back study and go again, because it took me 2 tries to pass that test.
What's it for?
It's life health insurance. For she could do sell life and health insurance.
Oh,
Then
you've got that as well.
I did. I quit doing that.
Okay, but you have that skill.
I also had my security 6, 7, and 63 at one time.
Oh, well, I got you on the phone. It's nice to be right, isn't it? Nice to be right. Down goes Rocket Lab, and up goes Coca-Cola. It is good to be right. It makes you realize you're learning something. And I just want to, you know, not everyone's a member. Some people are watching, right? I get it wrong a lot. We all get it wrong a lot. We make mistakes all the time. Everybody does. I just want to be absolutely clear. I'm having some fun. I don't always get it right. I have done 19 trades. I have won every trade, and I am up from $5,000 to 132. That is true. However, you know, just want to make jokes. I am laughing and joking. No one knows what the stocks are going to do. And even though ultimately I'm right, Coca-Cola will go up, there could be surprises along the way, and so on. That doesn't matter. Ultimately, I know I'm going to be right. That's not hard to predict, really. And Rocket Lab really isn't hard to predict either, with the sheer fact the amount it's overbought right now. Yeah, so, you know,
$12 over value.
Way, way overvalued. Look at it going down now. I hope so. If you followed the strategy that I said about the stop trail order, and I
got $20. I had $7. I would have sold.
Yeah, exactly. If you put the stop trail order and then, like I said, cancel it once you've moved 4%, you know, you adjusted it. You want to do that. But if you'd done that, you'd have moved up, and now you'd be out with a nice little profit. And that would have been great, right? So buy it back with the profit, buy more of it. When it goes down, it has performed well, but it's still losing money. At the end of the day, buy a business, not a product. Is it a great business? Well, a great business makes money. It's not making any money. So is it a great business? Great product, great management, great, not convict. What's the word I'm looking for? When you get something done, what's it called? Execution. Great execution, but they've not been able to make money out of it yet. Well, ultimately, that's the chickens come home to roost and go, well, you know, we want our money back. We've given you money. Can we get a return, please? And ultimately, you know, the day of reckoning comes. Anyway, always great having you on the show. What was you going to say?
I guess you couldn't execute on Monday with all them bloopers you had on Monday.
Oh, my God. I couldn't execute a damn thing. Could I?
I made 4 videos out of that.
Well, I'm glad you did. I couldn't believe it. I thought, why can't I not just say we'd like to thank our veterans? It's Veterans Day. I mean, what a day to mess it up as well. An important day like that. It wouldn't have mattered if it was about some silly binky bonk coin. It was Veterans Day. Really important. Most important video I've made all year, and I couldn't get it right. Rubbish, wasn't it? Anyway, I put it right in the end.
No, you did.
Fight, thanks for calling in, mate. Appreciate it. great news. That was great there. Fight Channel brought us some breaking news this morning, of course, from Robinhood. So XRP is now available in Robinhood. That is new. So it wasn't available in Texas. That's interesting. Right. Got a couple of things to do. So let's do this first of all. Let's go over to here and over to here. XRP. Right. This is important because it's not just an asset. It's a policy change. XRP. Oh, by the way, did anyone guess what's not available in Texas? Did anyone guess what's not available in Texas? Anyone guess? It's quite funny. You'll laugh. It's a funny thing, but it's very true. Governor Abbott has decided in the Bible Belt, no one's allowed to watch porn. I'm not kidding you. The #1 porn website in the world, Pornhub.com. You can't get it in Texas. Crazy, right? No joke. You can't get it in Texas. Get it anywhere you like, but you can't get it in Texas. Governor Abbott says no porn for Texans. There you go. Just thought you might like, if you're in Texas and you try it, you will see it doesn't work. I could show you on the phone right now, but I don't want to go down that road. All right. Anyway, it's true. I tested it. Just saying, tested it out. Right, there you go. French fries. No, it's Pornhub. Anyway, the funniest thing I've ever seen. Right, okay, let me do this for you right now. What time is it? What time is it? 35. 1.35. Okay, here we go. XRP, big news for Robinhood. It's back on. It's on for the first time on Robinhood. Now, this is not just Robinhood added a crypto. They've changed policy. What do I mean? Let me explain. I know firsthand because I live in Texas. XRP has been on Robinhood forever, for ages, but only to view, not able to trade in Texas. Because Texas has different rules. We pay taxes differently and all the rest of it. It's great in Texas. Everyone's a millionaire. Yep, everyone. The roads are paved with gold. Come and join me here in Texas. Everyone rides around in trucks and tanks. That's true. And they're all covered in gold. That's not true. But anyway, XRP has not been available on Robinhood to buy, just view the price until today. XRP. And here's a little trivia for you, and I want you to reply in the comments, and let's see who gets it right. I'm making this video live, so the people watching now know the answer. There's something else you couldn't get, and you still can't get in Texas. Governor Abbott says, because it's the Bible Belt, you're not allowed to see what? There are the rest of America, I think there's one other state, and the rest of the world allow you to do it. You think America's free, the land of the free? Not according to Texas Governor Abbott. It's not. You're not allowed to look at it. So anyway, what am I talking about? Leave in the comments what you can't do in Texas. And that hasn't been changed. And probably with the new rules that are coming in, even more rules for Texas, it's going to get even worse. But anyway, right now, you can't see what? Put the information. You'll need to write it in such a way it doesn't get banned from the comments because, it might get flagged up. So just be careful how you write it. You might want to write it in some way. But anyway, put it in a sentence or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, what is it? Anyway, XRP is back available on Robinhood. You can now trade it, buy it, and all the rest of it. Big news, right? Plus Solana and another one. Leave me your comments on what the other one is. I wonder if you know. There are 3 today. Solana, XRP, and one other. Smash the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel for more amazing news like this and revelations about things you never even knew existed. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description, over here and over here. More information and more videos you might find useful. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Okay. That's that. There was one other thing I wanted to do. And that was, let me just get back to there. Crypto's going back down again. Portfolio's going down. Roth IRA is going down. Let me check this. Do. Okay. RKLB. Quick sip of coffee. Peanut. What happened to Peanut? It's down 30% now from where it was. The bubble hasn't burst yet, though. Right. Okay. So, do we have Robin Burrows in the chat? Trump's gonna ban access to Stormy Daniels. That's it. That's basically it, really. Yeah, that's the way to put it. That's the way to write it in the comments, so I know what I know, you know, I know, you know, you know, I know. That's it. That's what you got to do. That's funny. Right, okay. Gotta have a laugh, ain't ya? Here in Maryland, they put age restriction on their working on it across the states, but it's a massive problem for men getting addicted to it and basically throwing their life away. I can't comment. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get involved. I'm just telling you what the news. You do with the news as you wish, right? You do with the news. Is Robin Burrows in the chat? Robin Burrows, are you here? Are you here? Come into the chat, mate. Told me last night he's not always available to chat. He's a busy man. But that's okay. That's okay. Sim. S-Y-M. Right. When is this? Okay. November 18th. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's make this now. SYM. Time is 1:42. 1:42. Sim. Yeah, Hustle Brothers, you've missed it. You've missed my analysis for Rocket Lab. You've missed it. You need to rewind the video or it'll be out later. Okay, so here we go. Then I'll come back to the comments in a moment. All right? We'll do our members' comments in a second. Let's get to it. Here we go. Let's have a little look. Symbotic, ticker symbol SYM. We are covering the earnings of this stock, giving you the best information you could possibly imagine, giving you all the valuations, the buying, the inside, the selling, the whatever. That wasn't put very well. Doesn't matter. being made during a live show. We're going to cover Symbotic earnings. This was requested by one of our members. If you are a member of our channel and you do a $5 super chat, that's all. I will cover the earnings for you. And not only will I cover the earnings, I'll make this promotional video. We often rank #1, so the stock gets a lot of attention, a lot of movement on the night. Plus, I will do analysis the following morning during the show. All of that you get for $5. Can you believe it? It's basically 10 cents an hour you're paying me to do all of that. Best service in the world, right? So join me for Symbotic. This was requested by Robin Burrows, and he'll be quite chuffed to have his name mentioned when he sees the video come out. Symbotic, interesting one. I'm not going to do all the numbers right now, all the valuations right now. We will look at that later on. I will just give you a quick headline of what we've got. This is where it's looking right now. Are you ready? Quick glimpse. There it is. I'll go into all that later on. If you want to access all of my software that I have, you can get access to it, most of it for free. There is Alpha Spread and Seeking Alpha in the chat. Everybody else will be getting the links below the video. So talking of which, click above my head for the link for the event. Down below in the description, I'll also put Alpha Spread and Seeking Alpha. My members can get discounts, free trials, and all the rest of it to my software, and the link to the event itself. Over here, I'll put the event. I'll also pin it to the comments as well. And down here, I shall put my playlist for Symbotic. So as we do updated news, analysis, what's going on with the stock, you can ask me to cover news. It'll all be in there. Interesting stock. Will it be up or down on the night? Join us. We have a poll. Oh, I nearly forgot. On the community tab, there will be a poll which you can go and vote upon. This is what it looks like. This is I will create one and go there as well. So this is our latest poll. If I go over to here, I forgot to mention this earlier. If I go over to here, you can see our latest poll. This trends on Google, by the way, so it tells you the sentiment of the stock. On the homepage of the YouTube channel, so the homepage, scroll across to the community, and it will scroll down here, and you can see how effective this works. This was only put out 33 minutes ago. As you can see, it's already had 19 votes. It's far more effective than X and Twitter because it's not infiltrated by bots and scammers and trolls. Just real investors. So it's a great idea, a great way to see the sentiment of a stock. Very, very useful tool. 19 votes, 68% of you say it'll be green by the end of the week. And people are leaving comments and likes and all the rest of it. Very, very important to do that. It trends on Google. And I will do a poll here. I won't do it now to waste your time, but I'll do a poll here on the community page of our YouTube channel for Symbotic, so you can see what other investors are thinking about the stock, and it might give you some help to analyze, which way it's going to go. And then, of course, if it's a big movement on the night, up or down, I will cover the full analysis the following morning. This is what you get for $5. Pretty good, right? Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Did that twice now. Over here and over here. You know what's there. I've already told you about 30 seconds ago. Till next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Right. Bloody marvellous. That's for Robin Burrows. Usman, before I go, I said to Usman, if he called into the show, he sent me a message last night on Discord. And when I want to know what to buy, and I've just started investing. So Usman, I said to you, if you join me live on the show, I would help you. So I'm true to my word. That's exactly what I'm about to do. So, Usman, this is your opportunity before I end the show. If you'd like to call in, you are a member now, and you can call into the show, ask me any question you like, and we can go through your portfolio, and we can help you in any way we can. So, I'm going to give you the link. You don't require any software. The next 10 minutes is yours on the show. I'm giving it to you as a member. There you go. There is the link. Just go on a browser. It will say turn on your microphone, turn on your camera, and you can call in and you can be on the show right now. And all of us, I'm in uni, I can't, sorry. Okay, well, when you are available, you'll always have the right to call in. Okay, the invitation is there. We're live nearly all day, every day. Okay, so you can absolutely call in. Okay, I'm back again this afternoon, and I'm sure you'll be out of uni by then. So you can see when I'm back. I'm always back at the same time every day, and you can call into the show and be on the show. The upcoming live streams are all on the channel. He says, okay, marvelous. So let me share with you how you know when I'm going to be back. On the homepage of the channel, you can see we're live right now. At the top, it's always alive. Upcoming live streams. So you can see I'm back for ICAD earnings tonight. AST mobile earnings. We got to the charts on Sunday. Nvidia. It's going to be 40,000 people watch us on that one. It was 38,000 last time. Be 40 this time. I'm sure of that. And the upcoming live stream for the closing bell will be posted here about half an hour after I finish this show. It's always the same time, 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern, always the same time, and you'll be able to see. And I'm live every day at the same time. So when it suits you, call in and we'll go through your portfolio. We're here to help. I don't have a camera. Well, your phone has a camera, right? You're on your phone. Every phone has a camera. You have to be on camera. The reason why you have to be on camera is so we don't have people scamming and saying inappropriate people call in and so on and so forth. That is a strict rule. We can't change it for anyone. But your phone does have a camera, I'm sure, and you can call in on your phone. People do it all the time. All right. Okay. Now then, I've made this Symbotic video. Good morning, George Otterty. 1 year member now. 1 year member. Everyone's a member. 98% of our live viewers are members. The highest engagement rate of any channel in the world. I'm very, very proud of that. The fact that we have 98% live viewers are members. It's higher than any channel in the world. Right. And go and check that. You can see that on TubeBuddy and other things. Right. There was something I was going to do before I did Usman. What was it I was going to do? We're doing the earnings tonight. We've covered that. Oh, that was right. Nvidia. Right. Okay. This is the end. NVDA end. Okay. Wrap the show up right now. And then we'll send everyone to the extra channel so they can have 12-hour support. We'll come to that in a moment. SoFi, Hims, Palantir, Archer. As a member, Kia Thivama, I hope I got that correct. You can request analysis on a stock as a member for a minimum of $5 super chat. However, in fact, it's not a minimum, is it? It's a minimum of it's a minimum of $5. That's right. At the moment, I'm not taking any more analysis requests as I've got a few to do. Robin Burrows, I'm here. I just made your promotional video during the live show. You can rewind it if you want to. Your name is in the video. I wanted to thank you for your $10 super chat last night, and then another $2. It was very kind of you. Thank you. And the video will be out later. So your video will be out in a couple of hours' time, and it will go to your event, which I will create, and you can see all of that if you share it, like it, and all the rest of it. That would be amazing. Right. So going to end up with this. Fly me to the moon. Wow. Now we got 25 votes on Rocket Lab. We're getting more people think it's going to be red at the end of the week. We've now got 24% saying red now. So let's see how it pans out. See if I was right. Nvidia. Forgot what I was going to do then. The memory's going, getting early stages of Alzheimer's. Bound to get it as I get older. Bloody hell. I'm forgetting everything. Right, okay. I can't remember what I did yesterday. Right. Okay, here we go. So, what I want you to do is if you want to be in the video right now, here is Nvidia earnings. If you want to be in the video and have your comment on the screen, there is the Nvidia earnings. Just click into there as I make this, and I will share your comment on the screen. Are you ready? You'll see what I mean in a second. So here we go. Nvidia. I am more bullish than I was before. Let me explain. This is something that no one, I guarantee no one, will be talking about on YouTube this morning. But I am going to talk about it because, as you know, my priority is to my members and making sure that we all make money. We don't lose. We always make money. And we look at the overall picture, not just the trading price, but the exit plan, the tax at the end of it, how we end up, not just where we are today. It's the future, after all, that we're investing in. Nvidia, I have some news and I have a big announcement to make. So here we go. Nvidia, tap the like button if you like this content and consider subscribing to the channel. The question is, are we about to go to the moon? Are we about to go to the moon? A lot of people are asking that question. Is it going to $200? And I have more reason to believe, yes, it will. And I want to see if you agree with me. So, are we about to take off and go to the moon? Are we going to zip through space on our way to the moon? Or are we going to be shouting at the wall going, I've lost all my money, I don't know what's going on, I don't know where we are? In fact, that's not the right term. They don't look like they're shouting at all, do they? No, that was the wrong slide. But anyway, doesn't matter. I'm making it live. Whatever. What's important is the chart going to go up? Can we get that right? Yeah, there we go. That's the one. This is the one I meant. Are we shouting at the wall like this bloke here? Yeah, he's very stressful. We're going to peruse over the numbers and we're going to make some money. Oh, well, it's a live show. What can you say? Nvidia. I'm more bullish than I was before. And this is going to surprise you why I'm more bullish, but I am. I've said that Nvidia is going to well, the first thing I said was it would go to $140. No question. I was right. It did. I also said it's going to 200, and I'm right. Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it? I do believe it, and I do believe we're going to get a great earnings. The question is, though, will it be enough to satisfy the price? Remember, this stock is always overbought, always volatile, and always priced to perfection. People expect the best, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm interested in is why we covered inflation this morning. Breaking news, as I talk to you, Bitcoin has hit $92,000. Very nice. Congratulations if you're holding it. I bought it at 15 and sold it at 70, and I'm done. I won't be ever buying crypto again. So, Nvidia had a little boost today. What is it? Well, we had the inflation report this morning, and everything was pretty much in line with expectations. However, there was a little sort of a little trip up at the end. Potentially, rates won't drop as fast as everyone is expecting. I said at 0.25 on the last one. We got 0.25. I think we'll get a 0.25 in December, and then we might take a pause for a while. No more. Now, what does that mean for Nvidia? It's a good thing for Nvidia, and let's remind ourselves why. Before I tell you why, you need to be part of this. This is our biggest event of the year. In 7 days, November the 20th, at 3 p.m. Central Time, expect an earnings and audience of 40,000. We had 38,000 last time. We had the highest viewership ratio to subscribers of any channel in the world. Very proud of that. Meet Kevin, Graham, Stepan, all the rest of it, CNBC. Move on over. There's a much more engaging channel here. Yes, with just 30, at the time we had like 35,000 subscribers. 34,000. We had more viewers than subscribers. That's unusual. Normally, it's 10% of your subscribers. Makes sense? Meet Kevin has a couple of million, 100,000 watch him live. We had more. This time, I'm expecting 40,000 people to join us. Please join us, and we'll hope to provide you the best service. So I'll give you the link for that so you can go and comment and get yourself signed up for that. But this is why I think I'm extra bullish on Nvidia. Not only is their report going to be good, will it be enough to satisfy the investor? Probably not. It never is. But it will be good. Long-term investors will love it and they'll hold it and on all the rest of it. I don't trade it. I only own it for the S&P, as you know. But with inflation rearing its head, that helps Nvidia. Why I say that? Most of the money made in Nvidia, Google, Microsoft, Meta, is enterprise money. It's money spent with each other. None of you are going out and buying an Nvidia chip, are you? Very few of you are paying for a ChatGPT. Some of you are signing up now for Apple's AI. But generally speaking, AI isn't something that you put money into. It's money that is spent through enterprise. Now, enterprise doesn't care, and Google and Microsoft and Nvidia don't care too much about inflation. In fact, they don't mind if rates remain higher for longer. Why? Because it cripples competition, if there was any, but it also makes them money on their uninvested cash. They like having their money sitting in cash. You see buckets of cash in all of these businesses, and they make good money, which of course, as rates go down, the money they earn on their cash goes down. They don't mind. As we saw last year when rates were higher than this, Nvidia was booming. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt rates to remain higher for longer. It will cripple the rubbish, the Russell, those type of businesses. As I've always said, I never buy the Russell. I never buy the rubbish. I'm always interested in quality over quantity. So that's important. So I'm more bullish today on the inflation. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not looking for inflation to rise and rates to go up. We're not looking for that. We're looking for steady decline. We're not looking for massive drops. We're not looking for huge surprises. What we're looking for is steady growth and a slow rate reduction and a slow return to neutral on the Fed, on the interest rate. So I'm bullish on what's going to happen with Nvidia. I'm bullish on the earnings. I don't know if it's good enough. I don't know if people will take profit from it. I don't care. But long term, I gave a 12 months valuation of $200. I stand by that. Most of Wall Street are actually giving more than that. I wouldn't go that far, but I am happy with a 200 within 12 months. That makes sense to me. I'm fine with that. And the fact that inflation isn't falling off a cliff. Oh, look at this. We've got a new member.
Antonia de la Cruz has become a member. ASTS bomb.
ASTS bomb. I love it. Thank you very much for that, Antonia de la Cruz. 6 months. So there you go. There's my thoughts on Nvidia. I'm more bullish than before. This is good news, really. Steady decline rather than a big drop. But there are some worries out there which will cripple Russell businesses, low-end businesses, but provide extra money for Google, Microsoft, Meta, all the businesses that spend within themselves, the Mag 7 at the top. I've got no issue with that at all. Just look out for Tesla. Bit of a worry there. If rates go up, who's going to buy a Tesla if rates start going up again? Don't expect that, but rates aren't falling as fast as some would like. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. I will put the event itself to Nvidia. Make sure that you join us for that. It's going to be a big event. I'm sure it's going to be a really exciting evening listening to Jensen and what he has to say. I shall put the event over here and the playlist for Nvidia down here. So all the analysis, charts, so on and so forth, down below in the description, down there. And also I'll pin to the comments the event. Make sure that you get your ticket. You book nice and early. I'll answer all your questions, live phone-ins. It's going to be a great evening. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. $131,000. I'm back up again. Lovely stuff. Nvidia back to here. Yeah, portfolio looking good. Let me read the comments before I go. So we're going to wrap up today's show. You didn't take part in the Nvidia video. The Nvidia video. You didn't take part in it. I thought you would. Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. No, I'll do that later to go alongside that. No, quickly. Nvidia. I'll read all your comments. Now, I may have missed your comment. You may have a question. You may have something you want to say. I may have missed it. So we are quite busy today. We've had 595 through the stream. We're going down now. The numbers are getting quieter now at this time of the day. So what I'm going to do is take you over to members only. So if you've got a comment and I've missed it, please repeat it, and I can look at it and answer your question. So just before I do, let me create this poll for everybody. I think this is important. All right. So here we go. So let me do this now. This is important. NVDA stock. Nvidia stock. Join us live for the Nvidia earnings. YouTube. Nvidia earnings. There it is. 8 likes already. Lovely stuff. Okay. Will Nvidia don't know why I keep spelling that wrong. Will Nvidia beat on earnings? Will Nvidia beat on earnings? Let's give it the whoopsie-daisy. Nvidia, Martyn Lucas Investor. We've got a new member.
William McMillan has become a member.
William McMillan has become a member. I'll give you all your perks and benefits in a minute. Stand by. Will Nvidia beat on earnings? Image poll. Beat. We'll give it a little one of these. There you go. Beat and miss. Interesting to see how you vote on this one. Miss. Undecided. I might try a different one this time. A confused one. A confused one. Which would be a confused? Which is confused? That one. There you go. I like that one. There you go. You like that one? These are all my little ETF. These are my little NFTs, by the way, which one day I might get around to selling anyway. Nvidia stock. Join us live for Nvidia earnings. There we go. Will Nvidia beat on earnings? There you go. Right. Post that. There you go. So if you want to vote on that, you can. We'll see how that pans out in a second. All right, we'll refresh that. Here's the community tab. Nvidia poll. Nvidia poll. Whoops a daisy. There's the Nvidia poll on the homepage of the channel. Right. There we go. William, I'll come back to you in a second. So we'll make a video on that right now. So Nvidia investors, the best indicator of where the investor is going for the earnings is here. It's not on StockTwits, it's not on Reddit, it's not on X, it's not on Facebook, it's not anywhere that you might normally look, but it's on somewhere that ranks on Google, and it's only taken part by real investors, not scammers, bots, trolls, or anyone else, because the only people that find it are our real investors, members of my channel, and those that watch this video, but it does trend on Google. What is it? It's this. This will tell you what the investors think about Nvidia's earnings. So tap the like button. I shall give you the indicator right now. You're going to like this. This is a really powerful tool, and it's becoming increasingly more powerful as I get more and more data as this channel grows. I'm using it to benefit my members and learn more and more about the stock, and it really is really becoming quite powerful and very accurate. This is what I'm talking about. On the home page of my channel, if I scroll up the home page of my channel, where you are watching right now, the home button, the videos, the podcast, blah, 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 there is the community tab. This is the community tab. I posted this just some seconds ago. Literally, I posted it as I made it in this video. Question I asked you was, read more, Nvidia stock. Join us live for the Nvidia earnings. There's the link to the event. Will Nvidia beat on earnings? The hashtags and so on. And this actually gets picked up on Google now, which is really nice. And I'm asking you whether you think it will beat, miss, or undecided. I'm then asking you to leave a like, share it on your own social media, and comment. That would be great. So please go ahead and do that. I'll give you the link for it. Let's refresh it. This was only a minute ago. I'm making this live in a show. Let me refresh the screen and see if anybody, as I don't expect anyone to have voted yet. It's only a couple of seconds old. And we have 10 votes already. This shows you the power of this. It's extremely powerful to give an indication of what investors think. 10 votes in the first few seconds. 90% say beat. No one says miss, and no one says undecided. Please share this poll, click the share button, get involved with this. This is a really, really powerful tool. Don't just vote, up like it or down like it. I don't care, whatever you want to do. And leave a comment. Your comments will be seen on Google as this ranks. Very, very nice indeed. Very nice. So let me just end that out, give you the link to that. I just thought I would share that with you as it's quite an important tool. 11 votes. You can see as I'm talking, it's going up live on the show. Right, so there you go. Nvidia earnings is coming up in just 7 days' time. Very important day, and this is a really important poll as it will trend on Google. Click above my head for all the links, including that link there and the event itself down below in the description. Over here, I shall put the link and the event and the playlist as well to Nvidia. Can't afford to not get involved with this and can't afford to miss the Nvidia earnings. Till next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Let's do questions, let's do members, and let's give the perks to our new members. Right, here we go. So, members' questions. Let's have a look. Good morning, George Otterty. Usman said, okay, I'm here. Robin Burrows, we've now put your video out for you. I missed it. need to go back and watch, well, you can rewind it, or the video itself will come out. Nvidia's newly updated app working very nicely. If this is anything to go on for their gaming division, then you can expect their rollout of software in the AI space to be very effective. Christopher Shaw, I didn't know that they had an Nvidia app. Tell me all about it. Antonio de la Cruz celebrates 10 months of membership. Yay! Thanks, Martin. You are most welcome. Good afternoon from the UK. Just got on. Dylan Wilson. Look at ASTS. I can't do it right now. I mean, I'll give you a quick look. As you all remember, we're here to serve our members. ASTS Space Mobile. Well, you know, what can I say about this? We are covering the earnings on this, and we said this would move prior to earnings. So AST Space Mobile up 17% today. A lot of that will be to do with Rocket Lab as well. Remember how these stocks trade together. So ASTS, very nice. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it a lot. We're covering the earnings for that very soon. You cannot afford to miss that. Wow, BTC now almost 92. It's gone through. William, I'm going to give you a membership now. Half my net worth is in Sim. Don't forget how the last 6 months on the Sunday show, we have been saying Rocket Lab was looking like a very promising trade. That was when it was $4. I said it can be a very quick move to all-time high. Sensei Crypto, that is very true. He's dead right. Thank you, Sensei, for all your service. Congratulations to all. This year, I've been calling for an 85 to 90,000 Bitcoin before end of year. Congrats to everyone involved. Nice. I use Nvidia cards in my gaming computer. They are the best by far, and their configuration software is amazing, which I think he's referring to. Okay. Coinbase trade was taken at 45, now at 312. Oh my gosh. Just some examples. Join me for celebrations and much more charts on Sunday. So let me do this then. That was the end, but it wasn't the end. So 2 hours 15. I'm going to set that to 2 hours 10, or maybe even 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. Sensei has come in with some stuff here which we need to mention. Before I do that, my new member. So if you just become a member, or you are a member, the first thing you need to go and do is you need to watch the members video. 20-minute video giving you all the perks of all the things that you get as a member. The membership plan was not designed to make me rich. It's only a couple of bucks on the extra channel. It's only 99 cents. I do it to provide a service because I want to be the best YouTube channel in the world. And I made the pledge and the promise never, ever to increase on the price of the membership. I never have. It's never gone up. No inflation here, except I add more and more and more services all the time. That's my pledge. As a member, you now get access to members-only perks, and there are many. Go and watch that video. First of all, what do you get as a member? Members-only chat. We are members-only chat right now. Only members can ask me questions. Only members can call into the show. Only members can see members-only live streams. There are many. Members-only videos. There are many. Go and look. Members-only videos. You can now access these on the home page of the channel. You can see members-only live streams, members-only videos, members-only chats, all of these things. Take advantage of it. Also, if you engage with me on social media, I will engage with you. I'll help everyone grow. I comment to every one of my members. Here is the X account. If you follow me on X, I will engage with you. If you follow me on Instagram, I will engage with you. I won't follow you. I don't follow anyone because we don't want to dilute the value of the account. By follow for follow, you've got a rubbish account. There's no point doing that. It's of no use because if I follow everyone here, my social media will have no power to reach anyone because it will look like the scammy account it would become. Follow for follow is what scammers do, is what lazy people do, is what people desperate to grow their accounts do. I don't do it. What I do is I spend time engaging with you, answering your questions, providing you with the information that I can share, and commenting to you back. That helps you grow because I don't follow everyone. Very, very important to tell you that. So, did I give you Instagram? I think I did. Yes, I did. Right. Also, as a member now, you get all these discounts from all the trading platforms. All right, you get that. My music channel, I will do a birthday song for you on your birthday. If it's your birthday, I will do a birthday song for you. If you go silver member or gold, you get increased benefits, one-on-one video calls. I put you on the homepage of the channel. I promote your business, help you grow online, YouTube, whatever you want. Okay, that's that. Now then, one of the things that everybody loves the most is Discord. Discord provides 24 hours a day information from real investors. There is the link. Click on it. It takes 10 minutes to get through Discord, okay, because of security. And once you are on Discord, do not accept a friend request from Martyn Lucas. I don't send them. They do not have my username. I am the only Martyn Lucas on Discord. Everybody else is Martyn Lucas with 3 S's and stuff like that. Please do not accept it. Send me one and I will accept it live on the show. Once you click on the Discord link as a YouTube member, you will see nothing. And you go, well, that's a load of bloody rubbish. I can't see anything. Well, you will. All you have to do is come back in a live show, give me your username on Discord, and I will upgrade you live on the show, and you'll have all the access to all the services. All right, but you need to be in the show. Give me your username and I'll do it for you. If you do it now, I'll do it for anybody that's waiting. Then you can access all the services. You can send links into the show, things I can cover, news, favorite things, stock news, things you want to cover. You can also get the free training from Sensei Crypto. He'll tell you all about his crypto trades. You get the free scalp trading and the tips from Ed Nevius. 24 hours a day, he's trading. Lots of people make lots of money in Discord with Ed Nevius. You get that for free. If, however, you are not a YouTube member and you'd like to access Discord, you can and get extra services by being a premium customer. If you think Discord is worth a couple of bucks a month, and 23 of you actually do, maybe 24 now actually, 23 last night, I was doing one this morning. 24 of you, potentially, think it is worth a couple of bucks. You like accessing all the services and all the rest of it. You get increased benefits and increased priority as a premium customer. You can get that in addition. Okay. So that helps you. I hope that answers your question. Sensei, he said he bought 1 Bitcoin for around $13.5, spent a bit and then must have forgotten about the rest. Not sure what that's all about. I like to troll the fake Martins and tell them if they want money, they should become a member and buy the S&P. I love it. I love it. Yes, please be very careful. There are hundreds and hundreds, I don't know, maybe thousands of scammers online pretending to be me. There's accounts on Reddit pretending to be me. TikTok, that's why I don't bother anymore. I haven't got the time. I focus on the members. I'm not everywhere anymore. I don't bother being everywhere anymore. I'm not on Rumble anymore. I'm not on I'm just focusing on this so I can take care of my members. The rest of it is just a pile of poop. I'm not interested. I'm interested in providing a service, not having millions of bot followers and scammers and idiots. So just be careful of that. Right. Sensei, do you want to call in? Do you want to be on the show? Sensei, do you want to call in? Crypto makes no sense. I love it. Good old Mike. I'm with you, Mike. Don't worry about it. We can get rich just by owning real businesses. Don't worry about it. You don't have to own everything to get rich. You don't have to do everything to get rich. It's easy to get rich. The hard part is to keep it. Right. That's the focus here. Anyone can get rich on buying anything. The hard part is to keep it. I've still got to cover that. Bloody hell, I'm Nvidia. What was that? STS. Sensei in the show. Oh, hello. Sensei. I'm doing a special for Sensei. Okay. Sensei next. Bloody hell, I should have been gone hours ago. Sensei. Right. Don't need that. Don't need that. What was that at the front door, babe? Do what? All right. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, ready? Let's do it. Let's do it. Bitcoin. Time to celebrate. Time to find out exactly what to do. You've got too much money on the line now to do nothing. Yes, if you've bought Bitcoin, you are making money. It's counting up. It's racking up like crazy right now. What do you do? What do you do? Well, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to give you and put you in touch with the best person that can help you with that. Someone who knows inside and out of Bitcoin. Someone who speaks to crypto project managers. Someone who attends all these crazy meetings. I don't. I ain't got time for it. But Sensei does. And he's going to speak to you one-on-one. And you can't afford to miss it. If you don't watch all the way through this video, knowing you've got hundreds of % profit in crypto right now, then you are stupid. Yes, I'm using the word stupid because it's absolutely true. If you don't pay attention to this, you are stupid and crazy and bonkers. Let me explain why. But first of all, let's turn the studio green because it is very green for Bitcoin at the moment. What are you going to do with this? Well, every Sunday, we have a live show answering your crypto questions with the charts, with the technical analysis of someone who understands the projects, someone who understands how this whole thing works. This is Sensei Crypto. My dear friend, here he is, live on my channel every Sunday, talking stuff I've no idea, confuses the pants out of me. No, it doesn't. I do understand it. I'm just joking. But anyway, there it is. He's live again on Sunday, also covering stocks like Tesla, Nvidia, doing all the charts and Bitcoin. You can see how baffled I look. I actually think he looks more baffled than me, if I'm fair. I think he looks more confused than me. But anyway, that's on Sunday. Same time, same place, every Sunday, you want to talk to Sensei. Because let's get one thing straight. And I think it's really worth thinking about. If you bought Bitcoin or any crypto at any point in the past, you are probably up now. In fact, you can't not be up because we're at an all-time high. So everybody, even if you bought Bitcoin 3 minutes ago, is up. Everybody is up. Everybody wins. Everybody's up. However, reminds me of the film, we've all got swords. Everyone's got swords. Yes, everyone's rich. Everyone was right. Everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone's an expert. But let's just cover a couple of things and just give you an alternative perspective. On Sunday, don't take my word for it. Join Sensei, work out what you're going to do next. Because this is really important. If I've ever made an important video, this has to be it. Many of you have outperformed the best 500 companies in the world multiple times over. Congratulations. You were right. You knew more about it than anyone else. But don't congratulate yourself too much if you were right, and don't bereft yourself too much if you were wrong. It's 50% chance for you, just like it is for everybody else. However, Sensei was spot on with his crypto. By the way, Sensei, XRP is today on Robinhood and now tradable in Texas. That's just been added new. Congratulations. That's very exciting. Anyway, let me put this to you. You are up. A handful of people, institutions, BlackRock, Michael Saylor, and others, own nearly all of Bitcoin. What happens if they decided 100 grand to take some profit? Vroomf, it can go down 30, 40, 50%. You're hanging over a cliff. And let me tell you right now, and I want to be absolutely clear, so there's no doubt about this whatsoever. If you've bought Bitcoin, and I'm not talking about ETFs, I'm talking about Bitcoin, as in Bitcoin, you can't buy that on an IRA or a ISA. You've bought it on a brokerage, which means you are going to pay capital gains tax on your massive, huge gain. So remember that. If you sell it and then buy Binky Bonk, end of the year, the tax man's going to come and say, oi, I want my 20% on all the money you made. Oh, I haven't got it now. I bought Binky Bonk and it went down. Okay? So consider the exit plan. Don't just sit there thinking I'm rich, I'm clever, because you ain't got nothing right now. What you've got is a flashing number while you're sitting there tingling and excited, sat on the toilet, looking how clever you are. And you are clever. You've made some money. The clever part is selling it, taking the profit, putting the tax to one side, so you got your tax bill, and then you're clever. Now, I consider this, and this is why I couldn't buy it now. And God knows why people are rushing out and buying it now. But then, what do I know? I bought it at 15,000 when it made sense. 92? Keep on buying it. This is what scares me. And it should scare you. And if it doesn't scare you, there's something wrong with you, right? You bought Bitcoin all back in the day for $1. Maybe you bought it for $1. A lot of people did. You've now turned $1 into $92,000. You've outperformed the S&P over 1 million years. How do you sleep at night with that amount of profit unrealized? How do you sleep at night? How do you go to bed at night having bought an asset for $1? Now it's worth 92,000 and you never sold? I put it to you like this. Everything online, and this is why I think crypto works so well, and Bitcoin, because it's so expensive, works even better. The cheap stuff doesn't have the glamour. Bitcoin has the glamour. It looks incredibly exciting. It's not real money. It is real money, but it's not real money because you're sat trading $92,000 sat on the toilet. Think about that for a moment. If you were not sat on the toilet and you were in an office with your accountant, your bank manager, and you had a pile of $92,000 just from one Bitcoin you bought at $1, and you had a pile of cash as high as the ceiling, would you take it more seriously? I think you would. I think you'd really consider the next move. However, sat on your app, it doesn't matter. It's free money. I don't care. That's the draw. That is why this works. This is what Michael Saylor, this is what BlackRock know. They know you're holding because it might go to 100. It might go to 1 million. What happens when it goes to 1 million? Does it go to 1 billion? What happens when it goes to 1 billion? Does it go to 1 trillion? I mean, what the hell? When does it end? Consider this. If you are sat on a billions of percent gain, if you bought it from $1, how do you sleep at night? Because a handful of people hold the keys. And when they sell, will they sell? Wouldn't you? Think about it. Let's put it in the real world. The real world. You're driving around in a Ford Escort, Ford Fiesta, Ferrari, I don't care. You're driving around in a car today, which you paid $10,000 for. And I come along and I say, I will give you $1 million for your car right now in cash. The offer's going to last 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Gone. Too late. Forget it. I was going to pay you $1 million for your car. Oh no, I'll do it. I'll do it. Too late. It's over. Would you sell it? You pay $10,000 for your car and I'm giving you $1 million and you don't want it? Are you bloody barking mad? No, I think I might get 2 million. Well, maybe you will, but not from me, you won't. The $1 million is gone. Boof. That is what this is in reality. I don't care about how good you tell me the technology is. I don't care how much you say it's going to replace money. And in that case, it's cheap. And it's true. In that case, it's cheap. However, Bitcoin market cap now is higher. I was looking at about 4 or 5 top blue chip companies today, worth more than those combined. It's getting a bit expensive right now. Now, if you think it replaces money, it's cheap because it's going to replace all of money. But remember, you can't use it as money. You can't use it as money, and we've proved that. Try and send it now. Try and send it and see what the cost of sending this is. It's too slow, too expensive, and it's going to get a lot more expensive and a lot more time delay to do it. It's going to get worse. That's what Bitcoin does. So you go, well, don't worry about it. I'll sell it. I'll sell it and I'll have all that money. Great. So you sell it and you pay 20% tax. You don't care. I don't care. I made $1 gazillion. I pay a few million in tax. Who the hell cares? I'm still rich. Fair enough. You are. But that's if you sold it. What if you don't sell it? What if you don't sell it? And it just goes straight back down again. Question I'm asking you is, how do you sleep at night? I couldn't go to sleep tonight knowing that I've got $1 million in Bitcoin. I bought it for $1 and I've just held it. I couldn't sleep. I can sleep very well owning businesses that produce things because they keep selling products and services to their customers. Bitcoin only goes up because people buy it. And whether you believe in it or not, believe in this. People are greedy. And the reality is things can keep going up and up because of greed. Do you believe in people? Do you believe in greed? Do you believe in Michael Saylor? Do you believe in BlackRock? Most of you wouldn't. But you're going to hold this until the end of time? Well, I'm not. I'm not doing that because I think that's the very definition of insanity. If I've made millions of %, I am very happy. Thank you very much. I am done. I'm taking my money to the bank and I'm putting it in an asset which can guarantee appreciation over time. I wish you all the very best, but if you want to get the best advice, Sensei will probably... I don't know what Sensei will say, actually. I don't know what he'll say. He might say, well, I wouldn't mind taking profit now. Or he might say, I'm going to hold it forever. I don't know. So this is Sensei in the chat right now. Don't forget how for the last 6 months on the Sunday show, we have been saying Rocket Lab was looking like a very promising trade, and he was right. He was absolutely right. That has gone up and done very well indeed. Congratulations to Sensei. I wouldn't be buying it now, though. Congratulations all. This year, I have been calling for an 85 to 90,000 Bitcoin before end of year. Congratulations to everyone involved. Coinbase, regulated business, a little bit different. However, just remember, if Bitcoin goes all the way down 80%, so would Coinbase. Just bear that in mind. But that is an asset you can own tax-free on your IRA. Consider that. Coinbase trade was taken at 45, now at 312. Just some examples. Join me for celebrations and more charts on Sunday. Celebrations. Now this sounds exciting. This is what I'm talking about. Celebrations. Now we're talking. We got celebrations. Shall we have some fireworks? I think we should have some fireworks. I can't even find the firework button. That doesn't matter. I couldn't find it. Never mind. Another time. But anyway, if you've seen Sensei's show, he's even worse at that. He's even worse. You think I'm bad at sound effects? He's even worse. He's rubbish. Can't find his buttons at all. Anyway, join Sensei on Sunday. Here is Sensei's show. Go and join him and enjoy the celebrations, whatever they might be, on Sunday. Live every Sunday, 3 p.m. Central. It's bound to be an exciting show this Sunday. I'll be tuning in to see if he gets the fireworks better than me. But what do you think? Are you holding? Could you hold forever? Do you mind your thousands of percent up? What do you think? Leave me your thoughts below in the comments. Subscribe and ring the bell. Tap the like button. Do all that great stuff. And I shall give you all the links now. Links to Sensei's show down here. I'll also put a link over here to Sensei's show. And down here, I shall also put some videos, some playlists that you'll find useful. I couldn't sleep at night. Could you? Are you? Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. And let's wrap this show up. Let's get out of here. Get out of the crazy world. Get out of the crazy world. There's my real money. Real money. Making real money. I can sleep. I can sleep. Let's have a look. Open source software rubbish. I would sell. Ponzi scheme. Okay, I'll shut up now. It'll never ever replace money. I believe there will be a digital replacement for money, but this isn't going to do that. I agree. I think there's something else. The government will come out with something that will just be digital money. I'm right with you there, Mike. I agree with that. I don't think Bitcoin is digital gold. All right. Bitcoin is digital gold. The thing is with gold, there's a physical gold. To substantiate the price. You can't just make up gold willy-nilly. It costs money. It costs money to mine Bitcoin, of course, but there's so much gold, available. And, of course, there's only so much Bitcoin. I get it, but I don't know. There'll always be somebody wanting to buy the physical gold. Will there be always someone waiting to buy this? I'll tell you what, you only want one drop. Only want one drop. Once. And I mean once. I mean that. Only want one drop. An 80% drop. No one would ever buy it again. No one would ever buy it again. They'd be scared out of their wits. People now have their houses on the line. If it dropped 80%, I would suggest no one would ever buy it again. You imagine going from 100 grand, which is just about where it is, to 20. Poof. People would go, sod this, I am never doing that again. Because there'd be people stuck at 100 grand going, I've just lost 80 grand. What a bloody idiot I am. If that happens, people will never buy it again. This is what is called real gambling. I would go to a casino instead. You got more chance, I agree. I'm confident it will be just as high, if not higher, in the fall of 2025. There'll be a massive dip before then. Wow. There you go. Here's a smart man. Songs for Space. Sold 175% profit. Songs for Space has just made 175%. I would like to congratulate you. You've made nearly 14 years on the S&P. Doesn't that feel great? Don't you feel like, wow, that's brilliant. That's amazing. I am really, really happy with that. Don't look forward. Don't look backward. Don't go, oh, now it's gone up and up and up and up and up and up. I consider this the grand finale. I think that's great. I would never, ever, ever look back. I would never, ever look back now and say, oh, now it's $1 million. I could have had $1 million. I could have had this. You made 175% profit. I also put something else to you as well. See how easy it was for someone just to get out. What if everyone does that? What if everyone does that? I'm not a crypto expert. I'm just simply giving you the fundamental basics of everything, all right? And Songs for Space went, bugger it, yeah, I'm selling. And he's just said thank you. So I guess he was influenced by what I just said. Okay? Well, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take my advice. But what I'm saying is, look how easy it was for someone to go, yeah, bugger this. I made 175%. What if, I mean, there are people who've made far more money than that. What if there are millions of people, and there are millions of people who have got enough money to live on for the rest of their lives? You've got more money than they need. And there are millions like that now who could say, if I sell now, I can pay off my mortgage and I've got all the money I need to live on. I never need to worry. I sit on the beach the rest of my life. There are millions like that now. And every day it gets more and more and more. What if those people all do that? What if those people do that just like Songs for Space did? Vroom! Gone. Anyway. Here's a little thought. 2 hours 44 sends a 2 hours 2:30. 2:44. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Bitcoin, I've got a thought for you here. What if it goes vroom, just like that? And I'm going to give you an example of what I mean. In my chat right now, I've just done a video. You might want to go and check it out on my thoughts about Bitcoin. I'll give you the link above my head down below in the description. I've just made my thoughts on Bitcoin. This is a much shorter video, but during the making of that video, this happened. And I'm going to put this to you. One of my investors said, I've just sold 175% profit. I consider this the grand finale. Mike says, congratulations. Songs for Space said, thank you. Mike says, take my advice, sell. But let me put this to you now. I would just made a video, and I'm not saying that I convinced this person or I should even convince this person. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving financial advice. The point was, though, this person just sold. Here's my suggestion to you. Here's just give you a little thought right now. There are millions of people right now who have made enough money to live on for the rest of their lives. Pay the mortgage off, live on the beach, done. Any more money serves no purpose. Right? It was that easy to convince this person to sell. I'm not saying I take full credit for that. He may have been doing it anyway. The point is, I'm making the point is how easy it was to suggest maybe selling the whole bloody lot is a good idea. What if, and I put this to you, what if, as there are millions of people right now, they've made so much money, they can live the rest of their lives without ever having to work again. Any more than this is just unnecessary. Yeah, some people want billions and trillions, they go on forever. But most people just want to pay the bills, have a house, live on the beach, have no debt, and be fully financially independent. Most people think like that, right? Most sensible people think like that. And millions of people are now in that position. What if they listen to this or think to themselves, I've got now enough money to live the rest of my life and be very comfortable. I don't have to be in it anymore. I invested in it. I've achieved my goal. I'm rich. Hoorah. Let's pack it all up and live a happy life. I suggest to you, millions of people could suddenly wake up tomorrow morning and think, just that. What is the point of owning it forever? What is the point of owning it forever? Because until you sell it, it does nothing for you. Just a number on the screen. So if it's as easy as it was for that person to sell on what I said, maybe some others might consider. And remember, if everybody dropped it now, in 1 second like that, boom, it's down 20, 30%. Not 20, 30% on the S&P 500, an asset which you just scoop up and buy up again. Real businesses making real money. What happens if this drops 20%? 100 grand to 20 grand. This is what will happen. Nobody will buy it back. Nobody. And let me tell you why no one would buy it back. If it does, and it will dip next year, and it will rise again, and maybe it will go higher. Maybe it'll go higher. That's okay. That's relatively healthy. However, if it drops 80%, vroomf, like that, I can't see anyone buying it again. Because institutions might look at it differently, but what's the point? What's the point if they're the only ones who own it? Who are you trading it to? No one's buying it from you. Remember, the institutions need you, the retail investor, to buy it off them when they sell it. If no one's buying, they're stuck with it. Remember, that's how it works. That's how trading works. So what if the average man on the street, like Songs for Space, gets to 100 grand and he doesn't sell, and it goes, vroom, 100, he lost $80,000, $80,000. He was rich 1 minute ago, now he's got nothing. He lost 80 grand. How many people are going to go, I'm going to buy it again then? Who the bloody hell would? I bloody wouldn't, would you? If you lost that much money, you'd have your fingers burned. And remember, the institutions might not buy it either, because they might think to themselves, who's going to buy it back? There's no point being BlackRock and you will own every single coin in the world if no one buys it off you. It's only good if you can sell it. What is the point of Michael Saylor buying it all? I buy it at 20,000. I'm going to buy every coin. Now they've all been mined. Imagine they're all mined. I'm going to buy all of them. It goes back up again. Boom. Worth $1 million. Only if someone buys it. If no one is pressing the buy button, he can't sell it for $1 million, can he? No one ever considers that. My thought to you is, at some point, this is going to go vroom, like that, straight down. Average man's going to go, stuff that, I ain't doing that again if he managed to get out. Many will be stuck at 100 grand going, oh my God, I was the richest man in the world and now I'm broke. Institutions are going to go, I ain't buying it. Because if they buy it back, they can't sell it either. No one wants to buy it. I don't care how much it's worth. No one's going to buy it back again, are they? Would you? If it goes vroom and they buy it, would you buy it off BlackRock when they pump it up? Would you? If BlackRock bought it at 20 grand and it went vroom to $1 million, would you buy it off BlackRock for $1 million? No flipping way would you do that. You'd be a bloody idiot to do that. That would make no sense on any level of gambling or investing. None whatsoever. That, I put to you, is the next move. That is the ultimate plan for Bitcoin. It's not a currency. It won't be a money system. It's digital gold with one final outcome. And I could not sleep at night thinking like that. And I do think like that, so I bloody well ain't going to buy it. Who the bloody hell would do that? And you saw how easy it was for someone to just sell out. Great. They made about 14 years of S&P in one trade. Just make sure you keep your tax. money available. Click above my head for the full analysis down below in the description, and join Sensei on Sunday for a very different perspective. He's our crypto expert. He'll talk very differently about crypto than me. He might share some of my values, though. I think he will, knowing him well. But he'll look at it from the technical point of view. I'm looking at it from the human greed and the nonsenseness of it all. Anyway, click over there for those videos, and down here for the description. Until next time, as always, get some sleep. Can you sleep at night? I can. Can you? Take care of yourselves and each other. I'm going to get out of here. Yeah. That's it. I'm done. Let me read the comments. Sold. Not that great. I didn't think that might happen. One's in it, 100 grand if that. I think that might happen once it hits 100 grand. Congratulations, Songs for Space. Have you met your old mate recently, the one you pick up and have a cake with? Oh, George. Hey, George Matson. It was his 85th birthday a couple of days ago. But I'm unable to get hold of him. I need to go and see him. So, no, I haven't. Thanks, Christopher Shaw. I need to go and do that. Thanks for reminding me. Sensei Crypto, did you sell? No answer. Yeah, where's Sensei? Why sell now when Bitcoin be at 200 grand this time next year and you miss out? Bitcoin has dropped 80% and still be back in bear market of 26. Why sell now when Bitcoin can be at 200 grand this time next year? You don't know it's going to 200 grand, do you? Maybe it will. I just think the higher it gets, the more risky it gets, right? Bitcoin has dropped 80% and still be back in bear market of 26. Okay. I don't think so. I think one day when it drops big, and it will, nothing goes on forever. When that happens, when that finally happens, then we'll see how good this really is. That's my opinion anyway. Scary. I don't know how you sleep at night. Honestly, I don't know how you sleep at night. I couldn't sleep at night. Scared the hell out of me. If I had all my entire pension fund sat there like that. Bitcoin will have a point of dropping back down again, but it will not stay that way. It will come back down and then push over 100 grand and drop and then push again. Well, it's just too much money. It's just too big, too great. It's okay for Michael Saylor. It's not his personal money. Trillions of dollars invested now. Trillions. You're a real person. You pay real bills. Yeah. XRP. Yeah, we covered it this morning. MSK. We covered it. Right. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I'm going to send everyone now to the extra channel. It's a good conversation. Really appreciate it. Good conversation for earlier. Good chat in the chat. That was great. Enjoyed it. Redirect. Send you to the extra channel. Save. Earnings tonight. ICAD. November the 13th. ICAD. ASTS tomorrow. That's booming as well. Here's the link. We're going to extra now. Join the family. 12 hours a day. Keep up to date what's going on. Stacey, when it drops again, I will buy a few and not ask my husband. There is the problem. If you don't ask your husband, that's because you know it's very, very risky. You shouldn't be. If you have to hide it from your partner, then you shouldn't be doing it. Not because I'm a nice bloke and I'm just trying to be nice to Leah, but if you think it's something you can't tell your husband, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I reckon you shouldn't be doing it, because the fact you don't want to tell your husband tells me you're a little bit concerned it might not pan out well. I mean, why risk all your money? Why just put all your money on the line? I couldn't do it. Good luck to you. I think people have stopped valuing money. I think people have stopped valuing money and no one's really thinking about the consequences. They're just thinking everything goes on forever and I'm going to get rich because I'm brilliant. I just think it's a silly thing to do. Anyway, what do I know? I don't know anything. He can't handle the risk of pressure. I'll tell him after. If I pose it all, I won't be joining the hub. I just make an OnlyFans. There you go. He can't handle the risk of pressure. I'll tell him afterwards. Ask for forgiveness is what I do anyway. There you go. That's the very definition of nuts. That's very different. Yeah. Well, what if you lose it all? Do you tell him then? Or does you go, Stacey, where's our pension money gone? I bought Bitcoin at $100,000. Okay. I don't know how you do it. I can't do it. That's just nuts. That's bonkers. I ain't doing it. It might end up being the biggest Ponzi scheme in the history of the world. Never anything close. Bloody hell. Michael Saylor would need an army to protect him, though, wouldn't he? BlackRock, if they suddenly dumped it all, oh my God. Can you imagine? Oh, how would that work out? Yeah, how would that work out? Can you imagine the world? It'd go bonkers. It'd go absolutely bonkers. Anyway. Right, Nvidia had 11 votes. It's now got, let's have a look, 51. Bloody hell. 51, 80%. Excellent. There's Sensei Show. We can get rid of that. That's done. That's all good. We're making money again. 31. Yeah, look at that. Near all-time highs again. And I haven't got to sell and I can sleep. Buy something. If you can't sleep, maybe you can. Maybe you can. It's like the frog. It's like the frog in the boiling water. We don't notice we don't notice the problems that are coming down the line. We get used to it. We will still be good if we lose it. You see, that's the problem. People think like that. I'm still rich enough. I can lose $1 million. It doesn't matter. I'm still all right. You see, I just don't think that's the way of looking at it. I can lose it all. It doesn't matter. That's when we got too much money. Stacey Bailey's got too much money. She can lose all her Bitcoin and she ain't bothered. I'm bothered. I'm very bothered. I am definitely bothered. Right, okay, enough of this debacleness. Let's do day trader of the day. Who's made the most money? I know you all want to tell me you all made money.
The year is 1991.
The year is 1991, and we're all making money. Who's up the most? I'm up 0.33. Check that out. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Up 0.34%. I don't wish I had that kind of money to lose. I do not want to be in $1 million at $100,000 on Bitcoin and sat on the edge of a precipice looking over going, I'm rich, but one puff of wind and I'm completely broke. Sod that. I'm happy where I am, thank you very much. I'll stay right here. I'm not going anywhere. 0.34. Brian Bynum up 2.11. I'm loving it. Up 2.11. Who's going to win this morning? Stacey Bailey up 3.57. For now, you are. Up 1.91. Thomas Morrow. Yay, Stacey and Brian. Congratulations. Who's going to be our winner? Who's going to be our winner? Who's it going to be? Let's roll the credits. Stars of our show. I'm going to call the winner, Stacey Bailey. Everybody else, you're too late. You had time, you blew it. Stacey Bailey, congratulations to you. Thank you for your honest trades. I appreciate it. A thumbs up to you as well. Bloody marvellous. Stacey Bailey, congratulations. It's a great result. Stars of our show today. New subscribers, Pan2Tep, C-Smore, Maggie, the Lyceria XL. I can't pronounce that one, sorry. Antonio De La Cruz and William McMillan. No super chats. Rubbish. In fact, I did have a super chat. I announced it earlier, didn't I? It's not showing in our little fancy chart at the moment, but never mind. It was there anyway. That's it from me. Congratulations, Stacey Bailey. Bloody marvellous. That's it. I'm out of here. We're making money. We're just slowly going up all the time. 131,629. It keeps on compounding. We can live with that. We're happy. That's it from me. I want to thank everyone ever so much indeed. We've come to the end of the show. We're about to go into our special behind the scenes extra channel as we do every day. And what we'd like to do is it is Memorial Day this week. Memorial Day yesterday. It was Badge Day today, wasn't it? Or what was it called? What did Fight Channel say it was today for the military? Flag Day? Was it Flag Day? Something like that. I'm completely messing this up, like I messed up the other thing the other day. Anyway, DJ Hayes up 1.68. Congratulations to you. I'm loving it. I'm loving it like that. Congratulations. If you've not subscribed to my music channel, we're getting very close now. Nearly 7,000 subscribers. We're trying to get to 10,000 so we can do good, raise money for charity. Help me raise millions for charity by simply subscribing to my music channel to get me to 10,000 subscribers. Until next time, thank you very much indeed. And now, God bless the United States of America and God save the King. Until next time, ta-ra for now.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Have a wonderful day for the rest of the day. Join us now on the Extra Channel. And as they say on the BBC, that's it from all of us. Don't forget to turn your TV set off. Good night.